Yo, we in here. What's popping? What is popping? It's trade deadline eve. Trade deadline eve got a lot of major moves that have already happened. As you see, Anthony Davis has gotten traded out of left field to the Wizards. We didn't see that until right before when I think the Wizards had started discussing Sabonis, if I'm not mistaken. I think Matt George, who covers the Kings, he had mentioned that the Wizards had started discussing Sabonis, if I'm not mistaken, and they just quickly like kind of pivoted to Anthony Davis, if I'm not mistaken. I know they also discussed Karl Anthony Towns. Though this has been one of the most chaotic, wildly reported trade deadlines that I can remember. Like this has been chaotic. Like seriously, bro. It seems like everybody just throwing stuff at the wall right now. Well, what up with your pals? What up with your Jaden? What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing? It seemed like everybody just throwing stuff at the wall right now. We had a report come out earlier today by JC, who writes for the Bulls. I think he writes for the Chicago. Is it called the Sun's Time or the Chicago Sun? I think it's called the Chicago Sun, if I'm not mistaken. He mentioned that the Pelicans or discusses something. I don't want to misquote him as if it was a 3-team deal, but the discussion was the Bulls, Rockets, and Pelicans. I don't want to, say it was a 3-team deal, but he was like their focus is on, something with the Bulls. I'm sorry, with the Rockets and the Pelicans. So that could be interesting as well. The Rockets rumored to have some interest in a point guard. The Bulls got plenty of point guards to spare. Maybe Colin Sexton, maybe Jose Alvarado. Who knows? The Bulls, of course, have had some interest in Eve Messi. Not really sure what the Pelicans would want from them, aside from maybe Anthony Simons as an expiring. Maybe you move Jordan Poole, because if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Simons, I think he can be re-aggregated. I'm not sure. But Jalen Smith, maybe you get that late first that Portland has, which I think it's top 16 protected, so it can end up somewhere in the middle. What's happening with y'all? Zell, what up with your homie? Ken Dog, what's happening with you? Q, what up with you? Ethan said we just need Giannis on the plane back to NOLA with us. Let's see here. Denzel said this guy Jake just tweeted follow-up question for those angry, frustrated. Anything negative with the Pelicans at the deadline? Can you try and articulate with me? Clueless. I mean, hey man. I don't really know. Like, I understand. Well, what's up, T5? I understand the frustration, but at the same time, the thing I try to keep hammering home is if you saw what happened with Jaren Jackson Jr., right? Saw what happened with Jaren Jackson Jr., you saw what happened with the Bulls. Jaren Jackson Jr., that was a good deal for him because his contract is viewed as a quote-unquote bad contract. The Pelicans aren't in that situation to where they have a quote-unquote bad contract to sell to a contending team, right? Because 9 times out of 10, those picks with Laurie, Hardy, Keontae, Ace, Filipowski, with that team, adding Jaren Jackson Jr., that's probably going to be some late first-round picks. Like quasi early seconds. The Bulls haven't gotten a first round pick yet. Well, shit, and knock on wood, they don't get one for the Pelicans. They haven't gotten a first round pick for Kobe. Haven't gotten a first round pick when they traded away Prometheus, aka Alex Caruso. And that didn't get a first round pick for Vucevic. I don't think they get no first round pick from nobody. Honestly, like it's ugly. Maybe for Ayo, but now you got to sign Ayo to an extension. Let me see here. What was that in Cheddar? Yo, I think the Pelicans, this current administration, they don't talk to nobody. This is a very quiet, close to the vest administration. And a lot of times when you're not hearing anything, the narrative can get out of hand and people, they can take control of the narrative. Because, for example, like the Pelicans came out earlier. Whoa, what up with you, Bree? What up, Kiara? How y'all doing? Spectacular. What's happening with you? Like, when you think about, for example, the thing that came out today by HP, I think HP's real name is Matt Moore, if I'm not mistaken. The thing that came out today by HP, it was just his it was mainly just, whoa, appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, Michael Morgan, in the building of 2-piece. Appreciate you, fam. It was basically his interpretation of the Chris Haynes tweet. He just like, oh yeah, I talked to some people, and people kind of like, oh, the Pelicans, they think there's some development and coaching away from being a competitive team. And it's like, it's kind of hard to argue that they aren't. If you're talking about Trey Murphy, Zion, I don't know how you feel about Herb Jones and his development, but Derek Queen, people like that, Eve Meesey, it's kind of hard to argue that a better coach and some development wouldn't help this team tremendously. Earlier, I posted this picture of Trey sitting next to Casey Hill. Like, bro, Casey Hill's been here 5 years. Casey Hill's been here 5 years, maybe 6 seasons almost, something like that. Bro, come on. Like, if you want to talk about, and he was a lead assistant for quite some time. So if you want to talk about a team not developing in this past offseason, Joe Dumars wanted to make it a point of emphasis to go into this next coaching regime and focusing on development. How you develop with a dude like this coaching staff that been here for 5 years? Like, you know what I'm saying? Every GM is going to want his own head coach. That goes without saying. So I think people shouldn't be surprised. Also, if you look at the price that players are being traded for, like I just mentioned, Kobe White, like I just mentioned, Anthony Simons, Vucevic, like some of those deals, Darius Garland, some of those deals, you're not really getting no awesome return necessarily. Like, you're getting guys who are a little long in the tooth. You're getting guys who are also expiring, like you kind of trading expirings for expirings. You're getting guys who are kind of like throw-ins. You know what I'm saying? You're not really reaping any benefits from any of these trades. Look, Anthony Davis and Trae Young combined netted 2 first-round picks. Combined. All NBA caliber guy, Trae Young, all NBA caliber guy, Anthony Davis combined got traded for 2 first-round picks total. And people were telling the Pelicans, sell. For what? Like, you might as well wait until the offseason. Again, when a team like the Wizards who trying to compete, team like the Wizards, they might be interested. Say, yo, we just this player away. We just need one of them. And they'll be willing to pay a premium because they got Trey for free. They got Anthony Davis for practically free, and they still going to have a lot of capital to trade to a team like the Pelicans because they want to be competitive. Same thing with the Utah Jazz. They didn't really trade that much to get Jaren Jackson Jr., so going into the offseason, they might say, we just need this, we just need that. Let me give you this first, these couple firsts for this guy, that guy. You know what I'm saying? It just creates a wider market, similar to what's happening with Giannis right now. Let me read some of y'all comments. Bree said, from what I heard, ownership wanted the Wiz to bring some star power versus always tanking. Now they have Trey AD in the top 5 pick this year. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain fan bases, they can't survive a sustained tank. Like people say what they want about, no, we just want fun basketball and all that. Man, let me tell you something. That arena was empty when Anthony Davis was here. That arena was empty, when Zion was here earlier on. That arena was kind of empty right after that playoff run. Bruh, this is a very hard market to survive bad basketball. Like, it's a very hard market. I don't think that, like, realistically, the Pelicans wouldn't survive a rebuild, a tear-down rebuild. They wouldn't survive it. Like, I'm just being real with you. They wouldn't survive it. It would be hard. It would be very difficult. Like, I think in the article, dudes say, no, it's just 3 years. It's like 3 years. So, you don't even have a coach yet. You don't know if Queen and Fears are foundational pieces yet. Where the fuck you get this arbitrary 3-year timeline from? It could be 7 years. It could be 8 years. It could be 9 years. You don't know when this team gonna be decent again. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Jazz Gordon, shout out to Jazz Gordon, say, Chaz, if you were the GM, what trades would you make for the Pels right now? I would personally try to go get Ja Morant or Domantas Sabonis. Now, the thing is, other teams know that the Pelicans, what's happening, Nine Wall, Louisiana Gal, what's going on with you? JK, what's happening? Other teams know that the Pelicans have that Bucks pick, so they we just saw you. By you sniper, what's happening? Zilla, what's happening with you? Like, we just saw you trade the Bucks pick before. We want that Bucks pick now. What's popping? Like, when teams know you got money, they gonna try to rob you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in division. So it ain't, I do think that's probably a part of some of the apprehension. Also, the Pelicans ain't got a ton of like positive assets to move. Like this offseason, Jordan Poole becomes a neutral asset, maybe a positive as the $30 million expiring. Then you got DeJounte with multiple years left. Then you got Zion, you could just cut him, I guess, in theory. Then you got Trey, who should be a positive asset. Then you got Herb, who, depending on how you feel about that contract, may or may not be considered a positive asset. It just depends on how you feel about the reporting. Like, for example, and y'all can answer this in the chat, right? This kind of goes with Jazz Gordon's question. Jazz Gordon, if the Boston Celtics called you right now, Jazz, and said, yo, we want to trade, we'll give you 2 first-round picks right now for Herb Jones. And those picks turn out to be pick 25 and pick 24. Are you taking that deal? Like, because to me, I'm like, I'd rather wait till the offseason and see if I can just get 1 good first. Fuck, I need 2 bad firsts for like 2 early second-round picks. To everybody in the chat, let me ask y'all that. Because I saw a report today from Brett Siegel. And again, right now, it's the time of year, man. It's just that time of year where a lot of things can be misinterpreted, misconstrued. You just got to take everything with a grain of salt. Do your own research right now, right? If a playoff team right now, I'm trying to think. Let's just say they're not even a fire playoff team. Let's just say the Suns, right? Let's just say the Suns. The Suns called you, say, look, we want Herb Jones for 2 late firsts. What you trying to do? Would y'all do that deal? Or would you wait until the offseason to where you have a bigger market? Spectacular said you could repackage those first, though, Chad. Yeah, you could in theory. Or you can make the picks, right? Because Troy Weaver's pretty good with drafting, one would say. You could. But it's like, well, what up with your trade? But it's like, in theory, I would need to know who's available for me to repackage those. Like, especially if I want to be better in the short term. You know what I'm saying? If I want to be better in the short term, I don't know if I would do that. It would kind of be a similar situation to what happened with the Pacers, right? Because if you, like with the Pelicans trading for that Pacers pick, if Therese Halliburton don't get injured, that pick is probably like pick 27. You know what I'm saying? That pick is probably a late 20s pick that you traded for Brandon. It ultimately ended up being pick 23 any fucking way, right? But I'm saying if you would have just held on to it, that pick probably would have been pick 25 or something like that if Therese Halliburton doesn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, is a pick in general your goal, or do you want an actual positive asset? Do you want something that you could say, yo, this could change the dynamic of this team? Now, if the Suns came to me and said, yo, we want to give you a first for 2031, oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Because Devin Booker going to be gone. Like, in my mind, Devin Booker probably gone. A lot of these people probably gone. I'm doing it. Young City say, I don't care. We could trade Poole and the Dante. They don't want to be here. DeJounte. Trade Poole and DeJounte. Bree said, there's different ways to build a team. It doesn't always have to be a tank. Everyone is an OKC. And here's the crazy thing with that, Bree. OKC didn't necessarily even build through the tank. They got because think about, like, OKC kind of got blessed with the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander deal because OKC had Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Serge Ibaka, Domantas Sabonis. Oh my God, them dudes had a lot of fucking people, dog. They had a lot of people on that team. Reggie Jackson, I think. Dennis Schroeder. Jeff Green. Like, they had all those people. And the shit didn't work out. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no right way to do it. A lot of it takes, like, a ton of luck, to be honest. A ton of luck. Say Atlanta really got Jock Landale. People in Memphis couldn't stand Jock. It goes to show you there's levels to center play, because if Jock played for the Pelicans, he would look like the best center we ever seen, probably. But there's levels to this shit, I suppose. Say they should wait until the summer. It's not a seller's market right now. They would have done 3 trades by now if they were willing to accept anything. Fact, that's my opinion as well. It's like, I think people are just desperate for movement and change, but you're not supposed to ever make moves out of desperation, because that's how you fuck around and trade the Bucks pick because you were desperate to go get Derek Queen, and you ain't have a ton of avenues to get them. But never make moves out of desperation. I think in the summer, those same deals will be there. In the summer, those deals might even improve. You don't have to do that. And again, this was always going to be a multi-year approach, in my opinion. Look, the Pelicans just lost to the Charlotte Hornets the other day. If I'm not mistaken, that's 15 games that the Pelicans have lost when leading in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 22 that they lost when leading by double digits, if I'm not mistaken. It could be reversed, if I'm not mistaken. If you would have won half of those 15 games, you had about 20 wins right now. That just goes to show you how incompetent this coaching staff is. The roster is not the greatest, but again, the bar for this roster wasn't the top 4 seed. The bar was, make the play-in, maybe you advance to the playoffs, and make that pick irrelevant. Make that pick that you owed Atlanta irrelevant. But you got this motherfucking joker here in JB. This dude's awful. You know what I'm saying? He sucks. It just is what it is. It is what it is, man. Bird Talk say, I want the Pels to make a 3-team trade for Daniel Gafford and Ben Mathurin and Eve. Oh, for Eve and JP and Hawkins. So what would Dallas get in this scenario? What would Dallas get in this scenario? Oh, I get it. You sending Eve and JP and Hawkins to Dallas, and you sending Gafford to Indy, and you getting Ben Mathurin back. Okay. Spectacular, so you need to change to see what we have in those guys. Not totally desperate. Yeah, I honestly think, I always go back to JB Bickerstaff. One thing I can't stand, bro, and that's why I say, I don't know, what up with you, Lee? I don't know how many people in here are teachers or educators. One thing I can't stand, bro, and if I can't stand it, I probably shouldn't be doing this type of hobby. But one thing I can't stand is when I have to over explain things time and time and time again. It's just exhausting. That's why I couldn't be no teacher. But it's like when I say, I think the Pelicans are closer to the Pistons from the standpoint of, they don't really have a good coach. People kind of are out on their number 1 pick, more or less. He's dealt with some injury issues. People don't really like Durant. People call him Durant a bust. People call him Cade a bust. People don't really like Isaiah Stewart starting. You know what I'm saying? They brought in Wiseman. That ain't really working. Like Bojan Bogdanovic. A lot of issues, right? The Pistons literally did 2 things that changed their entire team. They hired JB Bickerstaff, who's arguably a top 5 coach, if not the best coach in the NBA. He's top 5 at least. And they fired Monty Williams and got rid of what's my man name? Killian Hayes. And matter of fact, let me show y'all something. If this will even pop up. Let me show y'all something real quick. I don't know if this is gonna pop up though. Cade Cunningham bust. Right? Look at all this, bro. Look at all this. Motherfuckers calling. Do y'all see this? Let me know if y'all see this. Do y'all see this? Cade Cunningham, a bust. A dud. Cade Cunningham is not a bust. Please stop. He's averaged 7 potential assists. It's Cade. Come on, man. Right? And look, even if we want to go to, let's say, Lauri Markkanen, right? How do you spell Lauri name? Markkanen. Basketball Reference. Look, when Lauri Markkanen got with Cleveland, this is when things shifted for him. This is when the dude started actually playing games. He got into a real coach. You know what I'm saying? He started actually becoming a somebody. You know what I'm saying? He started actually becoming pretty decent. Then he went to Utah, and it was totally he was just a monster after that. Once he got to Utah, he just really became a monster. But I just think people don't watch enough teams, bro. People not familiar with enough teams. A great head coach changes everything in my estimation. A great head coach changes everything. Now, the question is, and the issue is, that now the Pelicans have to go find a good head coach. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, what up with you, chum? What up with you, chum? Yeah, Bree, recency bias is insane. Fist of the Black Star, what's happening with you? He said if the Cavs buy Alonzo, would you be down for a reunion? I think Lonzo going to Charlotte. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know if Lonzo coming back to New Orleans for the minimum, and I also think Lonzo going to Charlotte. The Pelicans don't even have a roster spot open right now, so they couldn't get him if they wanted to, truthfully. Cade, first team All-NBA now. The last 2 years, he's been awesome. Like, one of the arguments that I don't watch other podcasts, but I know one of the arguments, no doubt, probably have been, Lonzo is playing. I'm sorry, Zion is playing, and they still losing. It's like, yeah, Zion also has the lowest usage in his career. So it's not like he's playing like they usually play. Motherfucker got the lowest uses in his career. He might as well not be playing at all. Herb Jones is having one of the worst years of his career. You know what I'm saying? They got probably, Derek Queen's a rookie. They started 2 rookies most of the year. So I ain't going to knock Derek Queen. But, they starting center and point guard situation is pretty dire. And you got one of the worst coaches in the NBA. Like, come on, man. And you got about $80 million on the bench. Like, come on, man. Like, that's not playing whatsoever. So people just ignore nuance and context. That's why some of these conversations, truthfully, don't be worth having. Know your chat. What's happening? He said, what was happening, fan? I see the Pels not going to make. Look at this. Look at this offense, bro. Interior pass. Now, Herb just blew a layup, right? But interior pass to Sadiq Bey, who dribbles the ball for about 20 seconds for a fadeaway. Zion hasn't touched the ball in about 3 possessions in a row. This is what I mean about it. Like, people, I don't know, but people just disingenuous. People disingenuous. Like, everybody not worth having a conversation with. That's why I just like, just doing it like this. Big shot right there by Sadiq Bey. Nice pass by Zion. Tracy, I got a feeling we ain't gonna make a move, bro, which is crazy. It's not really that crazy, to be honest, bro. Because you don't really. Whoa, what up with your D-Way? What up with your Squallow? What up with your Brock? You don't want to do something just for the sake of doing it necessarily. That's kind of like, all right, for example, when CJ got traded, right? Not saying you trade. I'm just saying some of the discussions you saw online when CJ got traded was, they traded CJ for Poole. If they would have just waited, they could have gotten Trae Young. It was like, no, you couldn't have. Like, that wasn't a real possibility. But hypothetically speaking, whoa, what's up with you, Terry? Hypothetically speaking, let's say that was a real possibility. Hypothetically speaking. Then wouldn't you just want to wait till a better option is available, maybe in the offseason? Like, it's multiple ways to look at it, is what I'm saying. I think a lot of people, I don't want to be short-sighted. I think not having a pick just adds to the angst and the anxiety right now because you don't have that pick. But, I mean, it's one pick. You know what I'm saying? You got multiple picks moving forward, and you could possibly have, if you decide to tank, you could potentially have two picks next year. You know what I'm saying? In the top 4, potentially, if you decide to tank. No Chop said, whoa, what's that in family? I see the Pels not going to make any move. Joe Dumars said we straight and we're a playoff team. Don't know what Joe looking at, but we do need to do something ASAP. You know what's wild? Dog, and look, I don't have no problem with HP at all, right? I thought that article, I didn't think that was a great article. Honestly. I didn't think it was a great article, son. Because if you look at it, the only thing, he didn't advocate for anything positive with the Pelicans. All he said in the article was they should trade Trey Murphy to the Pistons and they should trade Herb Jones to the Lakers. How does that benefit the Pelicans? Like, yeah, just tear it down. Stop. This man said stop wasting the league's time. The league's time? Who gives a fuck about the league? It's about the Pelicans, not about what the rest of the league wants. What kind of shit is that? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. That article was like ridiculous. Yeah, that was a terrible shot from Herb. That's another possession. Another possession, Zion don't touch the ball. Luckily, that's the second time Trey hit a step back, but his toe was on the line. That's another possession, Zion don't touch the ball, but luckily, he got the steal and kicked it out to Trey. Whoa, B-Time, who's happening with you? Yo, everybody in the building, hit the like button, fam. I appreciate all y'all. Hit that like button for me. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Chung, like the seller's market is during the summer. And like even with Giannis, let's say Giannis makes it to the offseason, Domantas Sabonis makes it to the offseason. Oh, Slim Side, what's happening with your homie? Let's say them dudes make it to the offseason. That's because they wasn't getting the offers that they wanted during the season. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting anything good during the season, in my opinion. Jaden say, Chaz, are you surprised? It's another possession. Was Zion don't touch the ball. Another possession. Another possession. Say, some South say, I'm sorry. Jaden said, Chaz, boy, some side I wish we could trade this coaching staff. This coaching staff is buns. Jaden said, Chaz, are you surprised the Pelicans have not done anything yet? Yes or no? Nah. The trade deadline tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Trade deadline tomorrow. I mean, we still got a whole night left. Last I saw, they was talking to Chicago still. Also, this is what I forgot to mention. Keep this in mind. Keep B. Thomas, the dude HP said that, I think HP's name is Matt Moore, if I'm not mistaken. That's the article people were circulating. He basically just said the same shit Chris Haynes said. It wasn't any new information. That's the dumb thing. It wasn't no new information. But, what I was saying? Oh, nah, because the deadline, that was a nice-ass pass right there. I think Trey made that pass. That was a very nice pass. Nice finish over the top by Derek Queen. Nice finish over the top. Yeah, like, the deadline tomorrow, the same team they've been talking to the whole time in Chicago, they still talking to. Also, the Giannis shit is a big deal. If Giannis don't get it, like if they come out tonight and say, under no circumstances is Giannis getting traded right now, that changes what you do going into tomorrow. Because if Giannis get traded, let's say Giannis come out and say, I'm staying. Fuck that. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying with my team. We gonna figure it out. I'm here till 2029, hypothetically, right? Then you like, well, this pick probably ain't gonna be shit. Oh well, I don't really need it now. But if Giannis get traded tomorrow or tonight, nah, you absolutely not trading that pick. Under no circumstance are you trading the pick. You see what I'm saying? So it's just certain things you gotta wait and hold up on. Like, for example, Ja hasn't been traded yet, right? Ja hasn't been traded yet. It ain't because they not trying. It ain't because they not listening. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't getting what they want yet. And I think a part of it is Ja, he trying to bully his way to Miami because he probably telling teams, I'm not going to sign an extension. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably, like, handling it like that. So, if you the Pelicans and a person who, you didn't suspend it before, who, you didn't see and have these issues and who ain't healthy either most of the time, he ain't healthy right now. If he telling you, yeah, you trade for me, I ain't signing no extension, that's another factor. Like, a lot of these things happen behind the scenes. Let me see. Can we get Kessler for Jose now after the Nah, they going to try to keep Kessler because Jaren Jackson Jr. is best suited at the 4. So, Jaren Jackson Jr. doesn't rebound. So, you need Walker Kessler. And Jaren be fouling out. They absolutely need Walker Kessler. You say DQ and Trey got great chemistry. Yeah, them two, like, the only people on the team. I would say DQ and Trey and Zion and Trey got good chemistry. Sometimes Zion and Fears got good chemistry. Sometimes. They got to move the ball better, though. They got to move the ball better. Like, seriously. Like, because there's no way. That's how you know, though. That's how you know people don't be watching the game, son. That's how you know people don't be watching the game. Because there's no way a motherfucker. That's some nice-ass glasses Giannis got. That's how you know a motherfucker, whatchamacallit. That's how you know a motherfucker don't watch the game. Because there's no way you watch this game and be like, man, Zion can't be taking 10 shots. Like, brother, this man going 4 and 5 possessions at a time without touching the ball. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, people crazy. It's ridiculous. Zilla say who they want from Chicago. I know they want that first. And remember, Chicago just got Jaden Ivey. And the Pelicans, they've supposedly been linked to Jaden Ivey. So I wouldn't be shocked that they like, yo, can we get Jaden Ivey? Or what I would try to do, if it was me, I would try to send Jordan Poole probably and Eve. Well, maybe Jordan Poole take on Anthony Simons, see if I could get a first for Eve or something like that. And, just send him to Chicago. Clearly, you're not playing the man. This is his hometown. So if you're not going to play him in his hometown, it ain't no hope. It just ain't no hope. Like, seriously. Like, this is ridiculous. Bree say, Chad, this is a make or break game for Giannis and the Bucks. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think so. I think Giannis gone no matter what. Honestly, I thought it was dumb for them to bring Giannis back this year. Because I'm like, no matter what, you have to move Giannis. You have to move him. That you don't have many avenues to get better. It just is what it is. Trey say Chicago really got Simons, Colin Sexton, Trey. Dog, this is another possession. Zion ain't got the ball. Dog, Zion ain't touched the ball in about 5 or 6 possessions. Like, this is insane. Like, this is insane to really see. That go Amir Coffey. That's why I want the Pelicans to try to sign this offseason. Yeah, they're going to have to do something. Ain't no way in the world you rolling with Colin Sexton, Simons, Trey Jones, Giddey, and Ivy, and Ayo. You forgot about Ayo, Trey. And you got Ayo who about to be a free agent. Nah, them dudes they going to try to move at least 1 or 2 people. They going to try to move one or two people. Easily. Great defense right there, Herb. Way to go. Man, these dudes is ass. Let me see here. Yeah, bro. This is ridiculous. What is Derek doing? Dog, hold up, son. Son. Jay Burke, what's happening with your homie? Oh, nice double pump finish right there by Trey. Dog, this man just totally looked this dude off. Look, this man. Yo, this is cartoonish. Zion, get out the lane. This is cartoonish. Say, don't see anyone sitting out. What you mean for as Jay Burke? What you mean as far as like DNPs? Nah, I don't think so. Because the deadline tomorrow. So it ain't really no reason not to play a motherfucker. That was a nice pass by Trey. Nice pass, nice finish by Trey. That's Zion's second shot attempt of the game. Trey Alexander. That's Zion's second shot attempt of the game. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is terrible offense, bro. Terrible offense. Now motherfucker just made that's his first make of the game. Zion just made his first actual field goal make of the game, and he immediately got subbed out. Like, there's no way people watching the game. Look, if you just don't like the motherfucker, that's one thing. I could get that, because especially after how this Zion tenure has been, if you just dislike him and you want to move on from this timeline, I get it. But there's no way in the world you can say this dude is being coached properly. It just ain't no way. Great hustle right there by Trey. Don't pass it. Go all the way. There you go, Trey. Great hustle by Trey. Yeah, the motherfucker played 7 minutes, got 1 shot. Yeah, it's Zion fatigue. You know what it is? It's Zion derangement syndrome. Motherfucker got Zion derangement syndrome. Because it's like, well, damn, motherfucker got 14 points on 5 shots, 10 rebounds. Oh, that's goaltending, Carlo. 10 rebounds and 4 assists. Maybe you could have passed him the ball a little bit, maybe. Now, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, a lot of people don't like Jordan Poole. And I'm like, I guess. But I'm like, Jordan Poole played well versus Memphis. That was his last game versus Memphis. He played well. He didn't play to the point where you had to bench him because Jose not playing well. Oh, great finish right there. Nice pass by Fitz. Great finish by Carlo. It's just weird to me. It's just weird. Like, once people got a narrative in their mind about a player, it gets to the point where it's really nothing they can do well. It's really nothing they can do well. That's like kind of the issue with certain shit. Just like, for example, with Jose and Herb. There's nothing Jose and Herb can do wrong. Like, in this local media, there's nothing Jose and Herb will ever be able to do wrong. Ever. And it's like, but they not playing good. Motherfucker like, so what? Like, okay, I guess. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. It's just weird. H. Mitchell said, if Poole not traded, they're going to DP him for the rest of the year. I think at a certain point, they'll start playing him again. I think they'll start playing him again. I do, like, going into the offseason. Oh, Herb, that was terrible, Herb. That was fucking terrible. That was terrible. I got to rewind that. Whose fault was that? That was Herb's fault all the way. 100% Herb's fault. 100% Herb's fault. Oh, my God. 100% Herb's fault. You're never, look, that play, you're never going to see that. Like, you're never going to see that play criticized. Motherfucker might do a whole film breakdown. You never going to see that criticized. You never going to see that criticized. You're going to see a motherfucker not boxing out in the first quarter. You never going to see that particular play criticized. But anyway, Jose played 30 minutes against the Charlotte, pissed me off. I didn't even know he played that many minutes. Jose was not very good versus Charlotte. Don Guidry said the new staff won't be on this Willie ish. I hope not. I absolutely hope not. Because this dude stinks. Like, this, it's been too much carryover. It's too much continuity with this bunk ass staff, man. Collins, Casey Hill, Borrego, some of the people on the second line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, they cool. I don't want to say their names, but a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? They've been here a long time. It's been too long, bro. It's been too long. Bree say, Chaz, did you see the fourth quarter about Jose? Oh, it's funny you just saying that. If that was Poole, yeah, like that's the thing, bro. It's like, bro, people got more excuses than a nigga going to jail. When it comes to like Jose, like, well, Jose is not making a lot of money. It's a $30 million guy. It's like, all right, well, the $30 million guy not playing right now. He's not playing right now. The people on the court are playing. If you're going to be on the court, you have to not have your head up your ass. There has to be equal accountability. It can't just be this fucking get it how you live ass offense. You can't do that. What are we doing here? Like, but it's politics, cuz. Don your chop say, what potential coaches should the Pels target? I know right now they got Mosley on this short list. Shout out to Louisiana gal. She mentioned Stackhouse. Probably got Sam Cassell. I know they got Kevin Eiley, Darvin Ham, unfortunately, on the short list. Got a couple other people that probably aren't necessarily well known. But another thing also, I wanted to say, just because somebody wasn't good before, that don't mean that they not good now or moving forward. Like, for example, Monty Williams had Chris Paul and went to the finals. One can say that was mostly Chris Paul. That was like the last Chris Paul had in the tank. One can say that was mostly Chris Paul. But there was a reason that Monty Williams was a highly sought after coach after that Phoenix tenure. Trey Towns say, I'm losing my mind at these people on Twitter defending the Pelicans front office and ownership tooth and nail. Trey Towns, well, I think the most indefensible thing they did personally, in my opinion, was trade that pick. I think that's indefensible. But another thing is, this really ain't this front office team, Trey Towns, man. Nice drive and finish right there by Fears. Speaking of this front office, you got Fears right there, number 7 pick. But this front office didn't bring in DeJounte. They didn't draft Jordan Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bring in they got Eve Measy. But a lot of these things they didn't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not necessarily their team. They kind of inherited a shitty situation. They didn't hire Borrego. They didn't hire Willie Green. They didn't hire these assistants. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, a lot of this shit was just like, you inherited such a shitty product. Like, Jose Alvarado, they didn't give Jose Alvarado that player option. Like, if Jose Alvarado don't have that player option, you ain't really tripping on moving him, that like talking about it. You was like, oh, worst case scenario, he just gonna expire. But now you like, man, this motherfucker opt in, and this could be an issue. Good rebound right there by PV. Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, look, Ethan, a good coach got this team. Ooh, that was nice, Fierce. That was nice. A good coach got this team with at least 21 wins, bro. At least 21 wins. That ain't asking for much. Like, people don't know what they want to be upset about. What's up, sis? How you doing, P. Fowler? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Like, that 20 wins, people like, this roster is so bad. I'm like, but they got 15 losses, if I'm not mistaken, after leading in the fourth quarter. 15 blown losses in the fourth quarter. If they were so bad, how the fuck do they keep building these double-digit leads and building all these fourth quarter leads? You led by 23 versus Charlotte. Charlotte, who was just, won 6 games in a row? You led by 23. That was a great pass by Trey. You led by 23. You should have won that game. What are you talking about? How's that the roster's fault? How's that the roster's fault? It was this poor coaching. Like, it was like, come on, man. Squallow said, what's the story of why SVG got let go with Josh Hart? Had that much clout? Ooh, that was a terrible shot by Fizz. Josh Hart and Brandon didn't really fuck with Stan Van Gundy. I heard Zion was kind of indifferent. Like, whatever. Like, I ain't heard he was interested or disinterested. But I know for a fact that Brandon and Josh Hart put him. Ooh! Nice, Fizz. Way to make up for that bad shot. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. cool. If Kevin Porter Jr. didn't get into that shit, Kevin Porter Jr. would have got a crazy ass contract if he didn't get into that shit. Yeah, Zion just indifferent. Like Zion just like, I just come to work. Like, I ain't really got no opinion on things. What you want to eat? I don't know. Like, motherfucker, just like, what the fuck? That's why you need a real coach to demand more of a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why you need an actual coach. But yeah, I would love to see a screen as well. They like you could probably count on two hands how many screens the Pelicans set during the any game in particular. Probably count on two hands. Though Amir Coffey is all right, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I really wanted us to sign Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey was pretty good when he was with the Clippers. That was like one of the like sneaky free agent acquisitions I wanted us to make. I do think it's bogus if you're not going. You can't put Poole. Oh, great. Oh, nice. Y'all see? No, Carlo got great hands. That's two awesome passes by Fierce, and Carlo got great hands. Carlo could have been a wide receiver. I think that's some bullshit, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you not playing them for what? You ain't been winning without them. Ain't like you just out here busting ass winning games. Great defense right there. Eve, you got to get that, Eve. Eve, you got to get that, bruh. That's Eve's fault right there. Eve, you got to make that steal. That's Eve's fault. That's Eve's fault. Because Fears did half the work. Fears did half the work there. This is a one-shooter lineup, and the one shooter is Carlo. This is crazy. Carlo 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. This is a one-shooter lineup, and the one shooter is Carlo. We got Jose. Like, man, this is stupid. You need to trade. They need to trade Jordan Poole tonight. They need to just leave Jordan Poole in Milwaukee, to be honest. Just leave the man in Milwaukee, bro. Because it's stupid. Stupid. It's disrespectful. It don't make no sense. If winning is the goal, then what we doing here? Like, if winning is truly the goal at this point, fuck are we doing here, man? Fuck are we doing here? Give yourself the best opportunity. At least put them in a catch and shoot situation. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Jose not good. Like, that's why the whole thing is just stupid to me. Whole thing is just stupid to me, man. I think if they get past the deadline, he gonna play though, cause I think he'll I don't know. I think Jordan will probably make it a bit of a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he's still not playing after the deadline, they might make it a bit of a situation. Lee Sandifer say 0 turnovers in a quarter. Well, it depends on how you view turnovers, right? Because I think Herb had a couple turnovers, bad shots. Fizz, he had a 3 that bricked off the side of the glass. I think that was a bad shot, personally. Big Juice say Peavy fell off when he took his braids out. I know a chick. He hollered at Bam. I think Bam braid everybody here for the team. Mason say, Chaz, would you work out any deal with the Bulls? Yeah, there's a couple different iterations of deals I would do with the Bulls, personally. I would try to get Simons expiring for Jordan Poole and Eve. Maybe I could get Ayo in that deal, potentially. There's a couple different like things I would do with the Bulls. Because I know they got too many guards. I know the Pelicans looking for, some guard play and or an expiring. I hope the Pelicans don't do nothing weird and be like, all right, give me Colin Sexton and, for Eve. Because that would just be weird to me. Like, if it's Colin Sexton in the Portland first for Eve, I'd probably do that. You know what I'm saying? Just so I could get that first round pick. But ultimately, I would try to get Simons. He's an expiring. Maybe you bring him back on a cheap, inflated deal, and you can move him during the season next season. You know what I'm saying? Be time to say Poole has done more than Borrego if we comparing careers to get bitched by this guy. Shit, Borrego's an awful dog. Like, I don't know, bro. It's like motherfuckers act like Borrego just had this great record and then he came to the Pelicans and they just, just took the life out of him. He's been terrible his whole career. They go Bobby Portis is the Pelicans killer. I'm surprised he's not playing. I'm happy he's not, though. So who making the decision whether Poole play or not? I don't know. It would have to be Borrego. I would think, that was a nice move by Eve. Very nice, Eve. Very nice move by Eve to create that separation. It would have to be Borrego, and maybe the front office just like, all right, whatever. We're going to move him. Like, maybe, because I'm sure Jordan Poole not happy at all either. Like, especially from the people I talk to. Because Jordan Poole trying to get the next contract. Trey Towns said, how did they get off the DeJounte contract? It'll be tough, bro. It would have to be you taking on a worse contract. Like DeJounte and a first for like Sabonis. Because Sabonis make more money. It's the same number of years, if I'm not mistaken. Sabonis just make like $10 million more. If you did something like that, I think you probably could get Sabonis, because the Kings ain't really trying to be good no time soon anyway. They trying to move those guys, but they can't get no good offers. The only way you moving the DeJounte contract, in my opinion, is if it's for another clutch client, because Rich Paul done put some wild shit together, or you taking on a worse contract, in my opinion. Say Jose, Joe's coach will fix Zion's minutes and shot attempts. I think he'll definitely fix the shot attempts. Now the minutes, I don't know, because that come with being healthy. Like Zion can help himself by being consistently healthy, but the shot attempts, that gotta get fixed. There's no way around it. A motherfucker being totally dishonest. Giving up offensive rebounds. That's Gary Clark Jr. I didn't know he was up here. I didn't know he played for them. Too much dip on your chip right there, Fizz. You had the right idea, but that one was a bad pass. Right idea, but that was a bad pass. Nobody got back. You let a center outrun the whole motherfucking team. I just know they're gonna make some stupid Devontae Graham for Josh Richardson level trade and call it a day. Well, Chad, that deal right there, that's a big shout out by Jose. That deal was just to clear salary. That was to avoid the tax. The Pelicans ain't in the tax. That's another thing. That's why a deal don't seem like inevitable, because they not in the tax for once. So all they really have to do, and if they really want to give Bryce McGowan that deal, is create a roster spot. So they can do like a 2-for-1. Oh, that ain't no foul. They can do like a good rebound right there by Zion. They can do like a 2-for-1 deal and probably create a roster spot. Get in there, ho! I didn't like that shot by Fears. I get it. He had to take the shot. I didn't like it, though. And that's a 6-point swing. He had to take the shot, but that's a 6-point swing. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And look, one of the reasons, get in that hole. One of the reasons why the Pelicans in the situation they in, because they don't have no second round picks. No second round picks, right? Well, I think they got one in like 2031. But that's the issue. You can't go trade 2-3 seconds for Kobe White. You can't go trade 3-4 seconds for Darius Garland and all that shit. You ain't got no seconds. So now you in a fucked up spot, because you have to trade 4 seconds to move off of Devontae Graham's contract. Then you have to trade a second to move off of Kyra Lewis's contract, who you drafted over Tariq Maxey. It's just you still paying for the Sands. You supposed to work the ball back to Zion right there if you Fizz. Go out with it, Fizz. Oh, Fizz, you was wide open. Another big shot right there by Jose. Get that trade value up, Jose. All Fizz had to do was go up right there. He created great separation. He was wide open under the rim. I like how Fizz driving the ball right now. Fizz playing all right. He just too small. See, Fizz is too small defensively. He playing all right, but he's just too small. Like Bree said, defensive size, Chaz. Yeah, Fizz too small out there. He trying, but he just too small. Anybody out there probably would try, but he just way too small. Oh, that was a nice ass pass by Zion. Boy, that was a nice pass by Zion. Good hustle, Eve. Get a good hustle, Eve. Good hustle. Good hustle. Did y'all see that motherfucking baseline pass by Zion, though? Do y'all see that baseline pass by Zion? That shit was nice. Yeah, this too small guard lineup kind of pool. I ain't gonna lie. Fierce, he trying, but he just too small. He's strong. He a strong dude, but he just too small. The vertical disadvantage is just crazy. It says Zion was making 25 a year. I'd be totally against ever moving him. Shit, that might be what he gonna be making on his next contract. D-Way say PV not a shooter. Nah, he not. But see, that's the thing though. Carlo 0 for 2 as well. But PV not a shooter either. Bruce say free pool. Yeah, I think they trying to free him. Damn, though the Bucks making every 3 possible. Bruce say, do you think Zion might need to start shooting some threes mid range that let me help his numbers? I think he could stand to shoot a couple threes, but Zion's so efficient. The issue with his numbers is not the shot. The type of shot he taking. The issue is that the attempts, he not getting the attempts, and also there's no spacing. But I do think he should, in my opinion, Zion should be shooting at least 2 threes. He should be shooting at least 2 threes a game, in my opinion. Yeah, surrounding Z was shooter's never been a game plan. Look, Zion out the game now. Zion made what 2-3 shots in a row, and they took him out the game. That's just what it is, bro. Like it's the coaching staff is just nonsensical. The man made about 2-3 shots in a row. I think he took 2 shots in the first quarter. He out the game already. I think he what? He ain't missed a shot yet, if I'm not mistaken. Great defense, Eve. He ain't missed a shot yet, if I'm not mistaken. Say, is he on minutes restriction? Probably so. I think he probably on like a 30-minutes restriction. Eve rebounding that fucking ball, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He gotta grab it right there, but Eve rebounding the fuck out of that ball. Zion will get a max contract from several teams in the league. Yeah, probably so. I mean, potentially. I'll say potentially. Say the Bucks got 7 players shooting 39%. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, them Sadiq pull-up threes in non-clutch situations, it can be a little infuriating, to say the least. It can be a little infuriating. You're like, oh, come on, man, what we doing here? All the way! Damn. It would have been better if they didn't call the foul. But I like how Fizz driving this ball, man. Fizz is driving this fucking basketball, son. He getting to his spot every time. He getting there every time. Fizz playing well right now, in my opinion. He just, defensively, he's so small, it's tough. Say once Fizz learns how to manipulate the whistle and improve his three-point shot, he'll be nice. Oh, yeah, I agree. That's why I really want them to go try to get Kyrie Irving. Like, the Ja shit is like, all right, if you don't get Ja, whatever. Try to get a motherfucker like Kyrie Irving, because that would fix a lot of your problems as well. Three-point shooting, leadership, handle out this world, point guard play. Like, that would fix a lot of your problems as well. All right, so let's take a look at the box score, man. And that's the type of player you want Jeremiah Fizz ultimately to be. Say, Sadiq Bey low-key only open that much because of one shooter lineups with Trey and others. Yeah, that's a part of the reason, too. And he not shooting, like, a high percentage from behind the arc this year. So I think teams kind of willing to live with him shooting the threes, truthfully. So Sadiq Bey, 2 for 5, 5 points. Zion, 2 for 2, 6 points. Zion got 1 rebound. I thought he had more than that. But you got Queen 2 for 2. 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Trey 4 for 7, 9 points. The 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 5 rebounds. That's very good for Trey. Shout out to Audio Facts on the building. Shout out to Audio Facts, man. 5 rebounds is very good for Trey. That's all in the first quarter. Shit, Trey should end this with like 12 rebounds, in my opinion. Herb 0 for 2. 1 rebound, 1 foul. Okay, that's about on par. Fierce 2 for 4, 1 for 2 from behind the arc, 1 for 1 from the free throw line, 4 assists. Fierce got 4 assists already, y'all. Damn, Carlo having a rough go. Carlo really having a rough go right now. Eve got 4 rebounds already. Eve should end this with a double-double, in my opinion. Eve got 4 rebounds and 7 assists. D say, I got a sneaky feeling Zion getting traded. Possibly. Shit. I think nobody's untouchable if they willing to pay the cost. And if the cost for Zion is like 2 firsts or a really good first, he probably getting traded, in my opinion. But again, the ownership wants to sell tickets. They want to, or at least they want to try to sell tickets. Nobody coming to see no bunch of rookies. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like motherfuckers flocking to come see Zion right now either. But is it, when you just don't think you got a chance to win whatsoever, and you talking about doing that for multiple years in a row, nobody coming to see that, dog. Like, it just is what it is. Damn, these motherfuckers hits. But see, that's the thing. Check this out. They 7 for 15 from beyond the arc, but the Pelicans 5 for 13. They only made 2 more threes than the Pelicans. And the Pelicans getting to the free throw line more. The Pelicans are doing all right. They're doing all right. The Pelicans is giving up too many goddamn offensive rebounds, in my opinion. That's the problem. You're giving them offensive rebounds and taking bad shots, and it's leading to transition opportunities. I've got to make out free throws, man. That's tough. You got to make your free throw, partner. Make your free throw. Yeah, I would prefer they go get Ja. Just tweet and say I was at the game when Zion left. He stormed down and took his jersey off. At the Charlotte game, whew, I can imagine. I'm sure he was pissed. You in your hometown. It's cold. It's snowing outside. And you got about 6 shots. Then you got a bunch of stupid motherfuckers saying he got to do more. And it's like, bro, motherfucker took about 6, 7 shots. And y'all blew a 23-point lead. Like, come on, man. I don't know. I had a bunch of clips that I showed during the game. I was like, I guess this is kind of ridiculous. You kind of need to get your best player the ball, especially when you up 23. Oh, the Bucks on the back-to-back? I didn't even know that. Jay Black said, I'm just getting here. What about Miles Turner, Bobby Portis as a trade for a big man to pair with Zion? I like Bobby. Bobby a little older now, but I like Bobby. Miles don't fucking rebound. That's my only issue with Miles Turner, bro. Miles has never rebounded. Like, he never rebounded the ball. Like, his entire career, he's been like a poor rebounder. And this is like, if I was going to get Miles Turner, I would still have to go out and get like a junkyard dog type center to pair with him. Or my power forward would have to be really good on the defensive boards. Because Miles do not rebound, dog. Like, that's my biggest issue with him. Bruce said, so that's why they will not make a move tomorrow, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know what your prior comment was, Bruce. I don't know the prior comment to make you say that, Bruce. Audio Facts said, I used to say ultra progressive Zion that starts by making him number one object. I mean, what I don't understand is it ain't like you winning right now doing what you're doing. That Jose 3 for 3. Boy, you just trade Jose right now. Trade Jose at halftime. Jose 3 for 3 for me. I know. I think trade Jose at fucking halftime. But yeah, it ain't like you winning doing what you're doing. It ain't like your rookies playing out of their mind. I mean, shout out to Sadiq Bey, but it's like you prioritizing Sadiq Bey. Or even if you did want to trade Zion, it's like, shouldn't you make him look as good as possible? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you go make him look as good as possible so you could trade him. But I don't know. I don't know. I think that's too much like right. That's too much logic in my opinion. See, I see no one posting advanced stats of his losing streak. Oh no one's gonna do that. Nobody gonna do that, bro. It's stupid, motherfucker. Like I don't even want to rehash it, but I already talked about this. How people like, yo, oh Sadiq, boy, what was that? He got bailed out right there. That was weird. It's like the team is 7-2 since Herb came back. It's like, wait a minute. Let's zoom out. Let's go to every game he played this season. They won 13 games. So clearly they probably don't have like a winning record when he plays. Why not mention those games that we lost? Why only focus on the games since he's been back? And also, in like about 4 or 5 of those games, he didn't even finish the fucking game. He didn't even play in the second half of the game. How did he contribute to winning those games? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, Rollins is nice. They might feel like they Keontae George. Like, they got a foundational piece in him. Yeah, they still posting up Sadiq. That's our go-to play. That's really the go-to, which is strange as fuck. Oh, come on. Herb, grab the ball! Gotta grab the ball. Come on, bro. God damn. Now watch they come out and hit a fucking 3 here. Situations like that, man, you gotta take advantage of. Don't give up a 3 here, y'all. Oh my God, Herb! What is you doing? What are you doing? You ain't gonna never see that. I guarantee you. Watch your film breakdown tomorrow. You're not gonna see that. You ain't gonna see that. Yeah, you about to hear about that Herb deflection. A motherfucker gonna have a 5-minute breakdown just on that deflection. They not gonna show the next play at all. What are you doing, bro? This man just totally fell asleep, dog. Big shot right there by Sadiq Bey. This man totally fell asleep. Oh yeah, just tweak. That's my thing. Just tweaking. Herb be getting killed one-on-one, dog. Like, I don't know what people be talking about. Like, now Herb has made some great plays one-on-one against like KD, Paul George, etc. But man, Herb be getting killed, dog. Like we gotta cut it out. This man be getting killed. Calvin Jennings say my Pals Plus subscription is over. Just listening to y'all for the games now. I appreciate you, Big Round. Nice pass right there. Nice finish. I appreciate you, Big Round. Appreciate your support, man. But yeah, dog, it's like, I don't know why. I mean, I do get why, but can we just be honest with some of this shit? I mean, really. Can we really just be honest with some of this shit? I don't understand it. Bruce said because I think the ownership think this roster can win. I don't think it got nothing to do with ownership, to be honest. But I also think I think how it's being reported is misinterpreted, or it's not like the full story. It ain't just this roster, because clearly if they talk about the roster, they don't mean Jordan Poole and DeJounte. They don't mean those guys. Clearly they still want a center. They've been wanting a point guard since the offseason, and they're gonna try to move what's his name? Jordan Poole. They talking about Zion and Trey and maybe Herb. Like that's, and of course the rookies. But that's all the people they talking about. That's 4 motherfuckers. No, 5 at the most. There's 10 other players on the roster that they're like, oh, we willing to move them. 10. That's 10 other motherfuckers. So whether they do something or not tomorrow, that's one thing. But whether they like go into the offseason and try to make improvements, I think that's a whole nother thing. Like for me, Carlos should be shooting about 4-5 threes a game. I'm like, you're going to have to go 0 for 5. You better shoot 4-5 of them bitches a game. I don't care what's going on. I'm trying to turn you into Santi Aldama. Like, you need to shoot the ball. Like, that, like, you like, come on, man. Shoot that shit. And, like, that would be my position if I was coaching him. But this is just, I don't know, bro. Again, it's too much get it how you live offense. Too much get it how you live offense. The Kings say ends midnight, though, right? No, the trade deadline is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. It don't end at midnight. The thing I've noticed is, and y'all may have noticed this as well, almost every trade, bro, almost every single trade has come out of left field. Nobody was talking about Anthony Davis to the Wizards. Nobody was talking about Kobe to Charlotte. Nobody was talking about Triple J to Utah. Nobody was talking about some of these deals, bro. Like, that's what kind of got me like, oh, shit. Nobody really knows anything. It make you miss Woj. I ain't gonna lie. It do make you miss Woj. They'll fuck around and trade Giannis to the Suns or some shit. They might trade Giannis to the Suns. That's how little we know. You know what I'm saying? That's how little we know about the shit. It's crazy. It is crazy. And yo, Trey, I don't know what the Pelicans ultimately end up doing, but I've never seen it this quiet around the Pelicans. I've never seen it this quiet around the Pelicans. It's usually like somebody talking some shit. Yeah, nobody saw the James Harden shit. We wouldn't even imagine that. McCain to OKC. That was crazy. Like, we haven't seen a thought about any of these deals potentially. They all really came out of left field, which is kind of like, boy, they must be using, goddamn, Trey, that was terrible defense. Kevin Porter Jr. cold, though. Like, it make you kind of look at it like, damn, bro, they using a ton of misdirection right now. Like, none of us to know shit. The misdirection is crazy. Good hustle right there by Derek. Good hustle, Derek. Yeah, Triple J got traded before Ja. Look, and shout out to Dotson. Dotson did say this. I think he said it on the show, if I'm not mistaken. He either texted to me or said it on the show. He was like, it's going to take 3 firsts for them to get Triple J. And I was like, looks about that way. And it worked out. Damn, Herb, dog. Dog, motherfucker scoring on Herb at will. Herb is getting scored on at will. Just at will. Just at will. It's come on, man. Oh, no thank you to King. No thank you. I see your offer. I'm good. I can't believe the Kuminga shit went as bad as it did, dog. That is crazy. The Kuminga shit is insane, bro. Like, you know what's wild about this, y'all? Look at Rondo. Rondo! Look at Rondo. I ain't know who Rondo was. Rondo got the dreads and shit. Look at Rondo. But you know what's crazy? That's what they need to go get Coach Rondo. Think about this, right? Again, if the Pelicans lose this game, hypothetically, let's say they lose. Nobody's going to talk about how bad Herb's defense has been so far. What's going to be spoken about is Yeah, man, need to just blow this team up, man. You know, this roster sucks. Who on the roster sucks? Put an address on it. Say a name. Put an address on it. Who on the roster is ass? Name them. Name their fucking names. Look, come on, man. Like, but you're not gonna see that because it's politics. Politics. Anybody want to be the star and won't have to worry about the decorative producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the records, dancing? Come to the No Pick Show. Let's come to the No Pick Show, cuz. Pooh and Zion sucks. I mean, I just think the politics are out of control, man. The politics are out of control, and that's why you just gotta do you, cuz. On the real. Hold on, my bad. I had the wrong logo this whole time. I had the wrong goddamn logo. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. All right, we back. All right. Make your free throws, partner. Herb and Jose sell the tickets. Yeah, it's like somebody said this the other day, son. I don't remember who it was, but they was like, yeah, the fans not really interested like that anyway. I'm like, bruh, Herb has a fucking statewide holiday. Herb got a holiday. You think motherfuckers ain't going to see Ja Morant play basketball? Man got a holiday. A holiday. Is you smoking big rocks or little rocks? Come on, son. Rondo on the Milwaukee Bucks sideline. And look, with Joe in that building with the Bucks like, yo, so how can we get our 27 pick back? You already know they're asking some questions like that. Say Herb had us on a 5. Oh my God, this defense is atrocious. This defense is atrocious. It really is. They just straight up took Herb out, huh? No, Herb's still in the game. Give it up. Attack. Oh. You got to go up, Trey. Trey hesitated. It wasn't the best pass, though, in my opinion. You say Miles Turner would be easier than ever to get down. We can move Trey to the 2Z. I mean, shout out to Perpetual Raw Baggage. The thing with Miles is, I don't know, dog. Like I mentioned earlier, Miles just don't rebound. Like, that's really the issue with him. Big shot right there by Trey. Superstar shot right there. Miles just don't rebound. Most hated. What's up with your homie? Yeah, we need a new shooting coach as well. Jody, the time is coming on. Jody Meeks is not it. What's his name? Get Greg Monroe up out of here. Like, nah. Enough is enough. Enough is a fucking enough. Enough is enough. They got another shooting coach on the roster. I think his name is Coach McGuire. I mean, if you want to promote somebody, I just think you need to bring in your own staff totally. That way, there's no excuses. That's why this year is so frustrating, because it's like I don't really know who's failing when you got the same staff. Like, if the staff was different and they just look terrible, I'd be like, oh yeah, get these dudes the fuck up out of here. But the staff is the same exact staff. Same one for one. Same exact motherfuckers. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nice pass right there by Trey. And one! Oh, that's a clear fucking and one. That was a great two-man game by Trey and Queen right there. That was a clear and one not called. I like how Derek playing. Yeah, Trey reaches. He reaches quite a bit. With the Pelicans, they switch so much. It's so much turnstile. They just, like just now when Zion gave up that 3 on the switch, it's so much turnstile defense. It's just like, come on, man, what are we doing? Big answer right there by Trey. Huge answer by Trey. Nice shit right there. Bruce say, oh, I'm sorry. Damn, Bruce, you deleted it. Fist of Black, so I don't see why they even hired Monroe. Yeah, I think he went to Phoenix that year. Fist of Black Star, I remember you talking about. I think he went to Phoenix that year. The thing I didn't get about that is with Greg is like, who on this roster mimics Greg Monroe's game? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't it make more sense to hire not that JaVale McGee was available, but a JaVale McGee type? Nice pass. Oh, you supposed to shoot that, DQ. Nice pass though. Oh! That's good ball movement. Great drive by Zion. Great recognition and pass by DQ right there. Great recognition and pass by DQ to get the ball to Trey. Nice shot by Trey. Great driving kick by Zion. That's why you don't want to see too much point fucking Herb, to be honest. No disrespect to Herb, but that's why you don't want to see no point Herb. That was a great hockey assist. Great hockey assist. Great hockey assist. That was a nice pass. Zion had some great passes tonight. Trey stepping up big to close this quarter, bro. Trey is closing this quarter like a big dog. Jay Black, shout out to you. He said, what about Kevin Ollie? That's head coach. That's Troy Weaver's guy I heard. Yeah, Kevin Ollie, he views, this is his words, not mine, because I don't mean no disrespect. He views Troy Weaver almost as a father figure. I don't know the status of that relationship. I think people kind of just made that connection because Troy Weaver wanted to hire Kevin Ollie when he was in Detroit, and the owner made them hire Monty Williams. So who knows how it would have worked out with Kevin Ollie. To me, the head coach matters, but I just need the head coach to be a great leader. I need the staff to be awesome. Steve Kerr is not a good coach. Steve Kerr is a solid leader, and he just always hires a great staff. Elvin Gentry, Mike Brown, Kenny Atkinson. Like, he just always hires an awesome staff. If you got a great figurehead, a great leader, a leader of men, and you supplement that with a really good staff, that's what you need. The head coach ain't got to know everything. He just got to be a quote-unquote leader of men, and you got to supplement that with a great staff. With the Pelicans, you got a guy who probably better suited as an assistant, and you don't have no quote-unquote leader of men at the helm. That's my perspective. Bree said, can't compliment the Pels too much. Oh, yeah, that's my mistake. Let me knock on wood, because you definitely can't compliment them too much. Motherfucker come in this game and go 0 for infinity in the second half. B. Thomas just said, my son just said, Dad, you said the Pels suck. They don't suck, they look good. I say, oh, just wait till the second half. Oh, yeah. Tell them, just keep watching to the fourth. Keep watching to the fourth, son. Keep watching to the fourth. I believe Z is doing exactly what Joe's asking him. Potentially. And, man, I had missed a comment earlier, man. I missed a comment earlier. It might have been Jay Burke or Jay Cal. It might have been when I was talking about the educators. And shout out to everybody who's an educator, man. Shout out to all the teachers. Shout out to everybody. Oh, here you go, Jay Cal. Dog, teaching kids is hell. Bad, my bad. I just came back to the point. I've been going through it. Yeah, dog, it is so tough. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, that's why, like, talking to y'all is great. On Twitter, the reading comprehension is Whitaker's bad. Do y'all know who the Whitakers are? It's Whitaker's bad. It is bad. It's bad. It's like that old tweet motherfucker had. Like, I like pancakes. So you saying waffles not good? No, you stupid motherfucker. That's two different sentences. I'm not talking about waffles at all. It's just, I don't know. Let's see. 99 Dog said, look like Trey out that slump. Yeah, you know, Trey, Squallow, that's a good point. Trey's a little bit more inconsistent versus a slump. You know, what was it, a couple games ago? He just couldn't score at all. But in that Spurs game, he was on fire. He couldn't miss. It's tough. But they also not helping create easy looks for him. He's not getting a bunch of wide open looks. They're not getting them going off screens and pin downs. They're not really running a two-man game with him and Zion. And all they really doing consistently is that backdoor cut between him and Queen. Like, that's the most movement you really seeing, to be honest. Squallow, I'm sorry, be time to laugh. Lala say, who got traded today? I've been busy reading the EF. Who got traded today? Kobe White. Well, I'm gonna just name the name brand players. Kobe White got traded. Lonzo got traded. Anthony Davis got traded. That's like the name brand players. Yeah, I don't think nobody. They got a couple off-brand motherfuckers. I can't remember exactly who. Yeah, they need strong leadership, man. Strong coaching. Somebody who's won at a big level before. Even if you won at a big level in college, need somebody that's won something. Six Ward Black said, whoa, what up, homie? Them kids didn't learn phonics, no grammar. Oh, it's bad, son. Shout out to Six Ward Black. It is bad. Jay Black said, thank you, I'm a sub teacher. See, y'all know, motherfuckers be in there, and I don't mean no disrespect. Motherfuckers be in there like, Mary had, hold on. This is a good book, too, y'all. What? What is the problem? What is the problem? Sam, I am. Like, it's bad. And I'd be like, oh my God. That's why I don't always reply on Twitter, because I get so many messages sometimes that it's like, God, I don't even be seeing some people messages. It's tough. I went to a magnet school. I don't understand some of these problems. Say they need Coach Carter. Oh yeah, they need Coach Carter. They need Coach Carter and Joe Clark. Say we need Rondo. Man, I would love Rondo as coach. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I would love Rondo as the head coach. He ain't gonna take no shit. He got one of the best minds in basketball. Like, man, I would love Rondo as coach, dog. Like a real deal champion. He an asshole. He'll fight a motherfucker. I would love to get Rondo as coach. Honestly, I really would love that. I hope that before they leave, like, Rondo, let me holler at you. What's your plans for next season? What's your plans? Now, here's the thing, though. They got Doc Rivers bunk ass, but I hope they don't be like, look, we're going to let Rondo between me and you. We're going to let Doc go, and we want to promote you. Because then he'll probably stay. I don't know if he won't stay in no motherfucking Milwaukee. But even when he was in New Orleans, like, Rondo was the man. Nigga, we fucked with Rondo. Rondo was cool. Rondo was the real deal. And look, I'm going to tell you, and if you can't make it under, like, now you got to be good, too. But if you can't take criticism, like motherfucker yelling at you, cursing at you, because we all learn differently. But if you can't handle that, or if you can't acquiesce to some of that coach's demands as a player, then I know I can't use you. I know that you're not the guy for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen JB Bickerstaff smile. I ain't never seen, what's his name, Udoka smile. Mazzulla is a psychopath. Mazzulla, like, fucking, if Michael Myers talked, he'd be Joe Mazzulla. Like, that's what I want. I want that type of attitude. Let's see. Yeah, Jay Burke Rondo would have slap shot somebody by now. He don't want a bottle. DD say, I want the ex-USD coach Taylor Jenkins. That would be nice. That would be nice. Audio Facts say Rondo would have fears all the way right in year one year time. Oh, yeah, he'll be nice. He'll be nice. Because people forget Rondo had a crazy handle. He just couldn't shoot. Rondo had a crazy handle. Rondo would get to the free throw line. Rondo will go out and have a game with 25 assists and take 3 shots. Rondo was just a madman, dog. Rondo was cold. Rondo was cold for real. Prepare to roll back and say Rondo will get Z right, make fears better. Oh, yeah, look. If it's Zion, like, you can't make it under Rondo, this is the direction we going. Go on about your business. No hard feelings, brother. No hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? But again, though, you got to know what some people respond to. Like, if you're Zion or Trey, and they like, man, you know, well, I don't know so much about Trey, but I know with Zion, he likes, like, confrontation from the coaches. Like, the fuck are you doing? Like, that's what he responds to, supposedly. According to him, that's what he responds to. I think that's why him and Joe have a good relationship, because Joe not going to really play no games with you. Like, you know, Joe, old school man, you know, old school Southern man. He don't play no games with you. So I think that's why he responds to that. But you got to get some leadership, man. You got to get some real deal dudes, like, in the building, seriously. Slim South say Rondo is a floor general, something we need. Run sets, put players in the right positions. Facts. Fist of the Black Sox say Rondo probably the one that got Rollins right. I wouldn't be shocked, because look, when Kevin Porter Jr. walked to that sideline, the first coach I saw standing up, first person I saw standing up was Rondo. And I ain't know who the fuck Rondo was, because Rondo had dreads. But I was like, that's Rondo. And like, shout out to Coach Rondo. D say Zion. I can't read the exact comment. He say Zion's a fan of the 90s. Yeah, he listening to that Ready to Die album. I'm like, you put on All Eyes on Me. Like you need some motherfucking thug music. Like you put on some All Eyes on Me. You bumping that Ready to Die album to death. Give me the loop. I'm a band. How many times you gonna play that? Like how many times? That's that's a cold album, but album only got so much replay value. All Eyes on Me got 2 albums. This is a double CD. How many times you gonna play Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis? Like whatever. Audio Facts say you need to put on Soldier Slump. Yeah, put on The Streets Made Me. Shit, put on something like that. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for the Raw back. That's not a petition till Joe hears we want Rondo. It'll be nice. I'm up for it. I'll advocate for that all offseason, especially if they're going to be making a change with Doc Rivers. I will certainly advocate for them hiring Rajon Rondo. I certainly advocate for it. I think they would like him. I don't know that he's not on the list, truthfully. With the names I've heard, I don't know that Rajon Rondo's not on the list. I'm going to go through and try to find a connection. Now, the only connection that I know for sure, but I don't think Joe was there. I don't think Joe was there when this happened. The connection I know for sure is that Rondo played for the Kings. But he would never. I don't think so. Sko, what's happening with you? I'm just chilling. Some guys say we don't need to make moves. Y'all tripping. We're a playoff team if healthy. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why people, not you, some guy. I don't know why they made that quote the headline. Because if you read that article, it's like, that's not what was. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I thought, like, because think about this, right? Yeah, we need some shooting also. Desperately. Damn, that was nice by Jalen Johnson. I'm watching the halftime show. Does DeJounte come back make a difference? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think so. I don't think DeJounte wants to come back and play. He might be coming around to it like, fuck, if I want to get out of here, I have to play at some point. But I don't think you seeing DeJounte till after the Super Bowl or some shit like that. Let me see. Nah, but even with that, like I think what Matt said about the team, what Joe Nemo Weaver say, the impression that they get is that they think this roster can make the playoffs. They just need a coach and some development. And it's like, it's kind of what a lot of people have been saying for about a year now. Like, yo, we need someone that can develop these guys, and we need a good coach. Now, the question is, will you hire a coach like that? Can you hire a coach like that? And if you can go identify that and hire that particular coach, cool. But if you can't identify that and make the right hire and, get the right parts around this roster for shooting and big man and stuff like that, then you're wasting people's time, more or less. 6-Wild Black said, how many games did DeJounte play for us? Last year, didn't he play like 20-something games? He didn't play a lot. He didn't play a lot. I think it might have been 30 at the most. It might have been like 30 at the most. Bruce said Rondo can control the game without even scoring. Oh yeah, Rondo got a brain, man. Rondo smart guy. Yeah, Squallow, I think DeJounte, he gonna go see the Seahawks play in the Super Bowl. Who the fuck the AFC team is this year? Oh, the Patriots. This is gonna be the least watched Super Bowl in history. This might be like, you can actually hang out with your girl for this Super Bowl. Like, put a movie on. Let's see. J. Cal say, like, I feel we need to get rid of Looney Pool. Seriously. They just there wasting space. The thing with the Looney is, you could just release him. You know what I'm saying? You can release him. The Pool, he going to be expiring this offseason. It would be nice if you could make something happen. That way you can get a head start going into this offseason. The Wealthy Few say everybody calling for a trade, but I don't trust Joe with that. He letting picks fly. I don't know about that either. Honestly, like, because the Pelicans made 3 trades in the offseason. They traded with Indiana, then they traded with Atlanta, then they traded with Washington. The bad pick, the worst trade, honestly, was of course the Bucks pick. Obviously, right? That being the case, it's like, I don't really. I guess it depends on what happens, but I don't really see Joe and them making a bunch of wild Magnolia trades like that, because otherwise you would have saw some dumb shit happen already. And so far they haven't been taken advantage of. I think that's what I think. Not saying you, I think generally like the people who cover the team got to pick a lane, because on one end you can't say, oh man, they're gonna take advantage of this guy. He's a fucking idiot. You know, you can't say that and then at the same time say, why aren't we doing anything? We're just sitting on our hands. It's like, well, maybe they don't want to get taken advantage of. Maybe they're not allowing people to take advantage of them. I don't know. It remains to be seen. But I do think it's a situation where both of those things can't be true. Oh my God. First play out of timeout. Why is this our go-to play? Like, can someone explain to me why this is our go-to play? Yeah, Lito said that was from the Brett Siegel article. That's why I mentioned earlier, if like the Boston Celtics offered you 2 firsts, right? And the picks was like pick 25 and pick 26 or some shit like that. Would you prefer that, or would you rather wait until the offseason and see if you could get pick 17, pick 14? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Because in that article, Brett Siegel said playoff teams offered the Pelicans multiple firsts. Playoff teams. So if those picks really weren't that good, does it matter if it was 2 of them? Unless you was going to repackage them, you know, and probably do something else. Let's see. J. Cal said, like, Poole was balling in the beginning. I really ain't lying, dog, because you're supposed to drop your nut. Like, what you mean? You think he should have? Oh my God. I don't know why you looking for a call right there, but he drove right past old boy. What's his name? What's dude's name, bro? I always forget his name. Kyle Kuzma. He drove right past him, but weak side help was waiting on the other side. Oh shit! Why y'all ain't tell me the play-by-play wasn't showing? My bad, y'all. Yeah, it's just no creativity with this offense. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. It's straight up ISO ball. If you touch the ball, just let it fly. Audio said Joe got to be putting that job package together because now Memphis has so many first picks. Josh still hasn't been moved. Poole and DeJounte still there. Yeah, shit. If you willing to take back KCP, I think what they might be worried about though is like, damn, if we take back KCP, that's gonna be some salary. But KCP only got like 1 or 2 years left on that deal. It's not like a terrible deal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Personally, I don't think it's a bad idea to try to do that. So Zion flash across the middle. Nothing. Was he a decoy in that situation? Let's see. Herb. Oh, my God. Herb. Bad miss. Terrible miss right there by Herb. He was wide the fuck open, too. Wide open there. That was a bad miss. Bad miss. Oh, yeah. Turner. Turner like the mid-range monster. This motherfucker, the straight-up mid-range monster. AJ Green. Yeah, it's like, bro, what they led by at halftime? They led by 7 at halftime, down to a 2-point lead. It's not the worst situation. It's just the defense. The offense is so weird and choppy, and the defense is bad. Like, Herb Jones at the top of the key right there, that's as good as a turnover, in my opinion. Like, that's as good as a turnover. If you Zion, I'd rather you just force the issue right there, because passing it to Herb in that situation at the top of the key, that's as good as a turnover, in my opinion. Maybe I'm being harsh about it, but to me, that's as good as a turnover. I didn't like that at all. Personally. Didn't like it. Michael Morgan say same shit every game. Yep. Offense stalls out again. Yep. But, it's only what's that? 5, no. Because they pushed the lead to 9. And let me see, 6. Hey. This is only a small run. But that's the issue with the Pelicans. People talk about the defense. It's like, well, the truth is, your quote-unquote defensive stopper, he isn't very good defensively either. And by him not being good defensively, or he not like great defensively, so by him being mediocre defensively, what it does is now you need offense. You need consistent offense. That way you can, once you build a lead, you can extend the lead or you can keep teams off of you. Since the Pelicans can't consistently score and extend the lead, Why you worried about defense? Your defense is not necessarily a problem. Your problem is you go long stretches at a time without being able to get a bucket. That's the fucking problem. And I don't know. I might be the only person who keeps saying that because to me, it's like just a clear-cut issue. Clear-cut, in my opinion. Bree said these are the lineups Poole can't play in. I mean, since Herb came back, we done won about 7 games in a row, according to people I've seen online. I be watching these games. It seems like we're losing these motherfuckers. But I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel. D said, usually give the ball to your best player in ISO as a safety net so you can score. Your scheme ain't working, but in this team, do the opposite. Yeah, in this team, that's the philosophy. This straight ISO basketball, whoever got the basketball, cook that motherfucker, cuh. No cuts, no screens, no real motion. Saw Zion flash across the middle, nothing. But see, it generated a wide open shot. That's the thing, right? But that shot is wide open for a reason. Because it's Herb fucking Jones. If it's a good shooter, that shot would not be wide open. No, these 3 dudes, like Borrego in the middle looked like fucking Stuart Little being babysitted by the adults, by the humans. But these 3 dudes, Casey Hill, Collins, and Borrego, been with this team for years at this point. This team has shown no real signs of improvement on offense or defensively, really. It's like, what are we doing here? Nice 2-man game by Trey Murphy and Zion leads to a bucket. Why can't we see those 2 work together more often? Why can't we see your best 2 players work together more often? Come on, man. D said this staff act like teams not looking at Herb shooting splits. That's another thing. It's like, bro, first of all, like, shout out to Brett. I don't know if that's true or not. Right? I don't know if what Brett said in that article is true or not, right? But on top of that, it's like, let's say it is true. I ain't gonna lie. If you the Pelicans, you get to a point, like, especially this offseason, you got to take what you can get, bro, because that contract is turning into a bad contract, in my opinion. It really is. That was nice English off the glass right there by Miles Turner. That was good defense by Derek Queen, though, in my opinion. That was just better offense by Miles. Oh, I wanted Derek to shoot that shit, to be honest. Derek, just shoot the 3 right there from the wing, in my opinion. But fuck, I can't tell him that Zion don't shoot 3s. So it's like you got to go in your comfort zone, I guess, Derek. Oh, Zion gamble right there. I wish he would have been able to get that 3. Stay down, stay down. Nice step through. Nice move right there. God damn. Nice move right there. Zion got to attack. Can we see another? Look. We just saw the action between Trey and Zion, right? We ain't seen it in 2 possessions. We haven't seen it again. Go back to the Trey and Zion action, please. Oh, there we go, Trey. Let's go, Trey. Fuck. Go to the Trey and Zion action. Now, that was Sadiq Bey. But can we get to the Trey and Zion action, please, to generate a look? That was bad defense right there by Trey. Trey lost like a motherfucker on defense. Trey is lost. Good defense right there by Derek Queen. That was good defense by Derek Queen. Trey was. Did y'all see Trey just not off ball? He was lost like a motherfucker. That was good defense right there by Derek Queen. Good defense by Derek Queen on that deflection. Really good defense. Really good defense. Let's see here. All right, don't overhelp right here. Don't overhelp. Zion got caught overhelping, in my opinion. That was bad defense by Zion. Know your personnel. That was terrible defense by Zion. That's Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey can fucking shoot. Why you got 1 foot in the lane trying to help? Terrible defense by Zion. That's a late ass whistle by the refs. Terrible defense by Zion right there. Know your personnel. Zion. Terrible defense by Zion, bro. Terrible defense. Let me see what Amir Coffey hit multiple 3s tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Amir Coffey is 2 for 2 from beyond arc, so that's only his second 3. But Amir Coffey shot the ball well last season. If you Zion, you cheating in the paint, trying to make sure you can go help on Miles, but you got to know your personnel and be able to recover to that corner. College Zion would have jumped and blocked that shit probably, but this Zion, I mean, he probably could do it if if he's super locked in and motivated, but that was bad defense in my opinion by Zion. In my opinion. All right. We got to keep up with the Zion Trey 2-man game. You split right there, Zion. That's a bad miss from the free throw line. Really bad miss right there. You needed that one. Now you got to get a stop and a score right here. You got to get a stop right here. Got to get a stop. Got to get a stop right here. Box out. All right, now you need a bucket right here. If you Zion, you got to go. Look at Trey right there at the top. Look at Trey. Ah! Fuck, we need a three-point play. Damn, we need a three-point play. All right, so you got to make these, Zion. I mean, fuck, at this point, I guess you'll live with a split, but you got to make these, in my opinion. So if I count the free throws, Zion got 7 attempts. 7 shot attempts, and this would make 8 shot attempts right here. But for regular field goal attempts, he has 4. You're right, D. You're right from that. He has 4. If I count the free throws, he'll have 8 attempts total. All right, good shit, Zion, making the free throws. Good shit. All right, now let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. Yo, Trey. Shout out to my dog, Trey. Trey, people, like, it's funny, but if you point this out and say, yo, I mean, we can't get Zion no shot attempts. We can't draw nothing up for our best player. Motherfuckers will act like, well, you know, I don't really know what more the coach can do, you know. How about his fucking job? Oh my God! Oh Lord! Oh my God! Oh my God! Did y'all see? Oh, bitches, you stupid! He crossed the fuck out of him! Oh my God! Yo! He crossed the fuck. Cross. Ah! Watch out, bitch. Double pump. Oh my God! On Miles Turner. That was cold. That was cold. That was nice, bro. That was nice, son. That was fucking nice. Jesus Christ. Damn. Oh, look. For anybody watching this game, y'all already know Zion is, after this timeout, Zion is not playing. After this timeout, they subbing Zion out immediately. After this timeout, this motherfucker gets subbed out. Dog. He crossed. No, look. And this is the thing here, right? Again, I don't think Zion has maximized his talent at all. And I also don't think that the coaching staff has maximized the players either. But dude has improved his game to some extent. Because he crossed this motherfucker up, right? Zion got like a solid handle. It ain't great, but it's solid. Crossed him up, right? Drove, was agile enough to double clutch, avoid Miles Turner, and get, like, come on, son. Like, that was a serious play. D. Jones say Chad's in a good mood tonight, sound a little positive. Nah, you know, I try to be, I don't want to say optimistic, but I try to be objective as much as possible. Like, I don't really see it as a world that's falling situation. Like, I'll put y'all in my business a little bit today. Put y'all in my business, right? So when I woke up today, they had an earnings report today. Well, yesterday for AMD. It's a big stock. And Microsoft had an earnings report the other day. I woke up today, the earnings report was kind of eh. Well, I'm sorry, the stock market was just down. Like, everything was down today. I was down like $30-some thousand today. I was down. It was bad. It was bad today. But then it's like, I didn't panic and say, oh my God, I'm about to lose all my money. Let me sell everything. No, that's a fucking idiot. Only an idiot would do that. That's not how that works. It's an idiot, right? It's ebbs and flows in the stock market. It's ebbs and flows. Like, it's peaks and valleys. Just last week, I woke up and it was like 50,000 up. You get what I'm saying? It's all about zooming out and seeing the big picture. I think right now, people are kind of echoing the sentiments of some in the media because the talking points are the same. Like, the whole, it's a playoff team, that talking point. And it's like, well, you do know that this is what a third, like, if you read that article Matt wrote, he's saying what a third party team told him. He's saying what third and fourth parties told him. Oh my God, that was terrible defense right there by Eve and Trey. He not saying that the Pelicans told him that. He's saying that other teams saying that's how the Pelicans feel. The Pelicans might not feel that way at all. Good shit! Two-man game! Two-man game! Zion and Trey! Two-man game! Come on! Let's fucking do this. That's all we've been asking for. All we've been asking for. Great defense right there by Sadiq and Emisi, by the way. Other teams want to take the Pelicans players. Exactly. Bro, it's clear. And look, keep in mind, Matt, and again, I've been following Matt for some years now. Matt is a Memphis Grizzlies fan. Well, he's a Memphis Grizzlies guy, reporter, fan, person, whatever, right? Matt has, he watching the Grizzlies do what they doing. All right, Trey, you forced it right there, Trey. You forced it. No, Matt watching the Memphis Grizzlies doing what they doing. He like, well, the Pelicans need to do the same thing. Why they wasting the league time? It's like, who the fuck care about wasting the league time? Oh my God. Come on, bro. Eve Messi got the block. Nobody went over there to help this man after he got the block, bro. Come on, bro. This man got the goddamn block. Nobody went over there to help him. He got the block on the fucking three-point shot. Oh, I don't like this. I ain't like that at all. That was bad. That was a bad possession right there. That was a terrible possession. Put the ball in Zion's hands, bro. That was a terrible possession right there. That was back-to-back bad possessions. Because that shot with Trey just like, he shot a motherfucking heat check. That was bad. Eve Messi, they kind of put him on no man's land. Yeah, Herb drove, and he was trying to kick it to the top, but it was Eve Messi at the top. You know what I'm saying? It was Eve Messi at the top of the key. What Eve Messi supposed to do with it catching at the top of the key? You think he gonna shoot a three, Herb? You gotta know your personnel, man. And the gotta know your personnel. But the ball should not have been in Herb's hands, in my opinion. In that situation, the ball should not have been in Herb's hands. Like, it was, I don't know. Herb just looked for an outlet right there. He was just looking for an outlet right there. I didn't see the play, so I don't know about this challenge either. Herb was just looking for an outlet right there. Eve was open. It's one of those things. The play was doomed from the beginning. In my opinion. But yeah, Chunk, today was ugly, but that's why you can't make moves out of desperation. Now, you don't want to be a bag holder neither, like the Chicago Bulls ultimately ended up being, but you don't want to sell, like I bought Palantir at $15. I sold some of my Palantir at like 70 something when April happened, when Liberty Day happened with Trump. Then I held some until it got to like 120 and I sold. Man, I wish I had all that shit. I wish I had all that motherfucking Palantir right now. But that's why you don't panic sell. You get scared and be like, oh, let me get out of here. And you paper hand and you end up looking stupid. Yeah, I sold at like 120. You bought at 150, sold at 70? I bought at $15. I bought that in Spirit. And Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren fucked around and didn't let Spirit do the merger deal. I lost like 7 G's. But I ended up making that back with Palantir, thankfully. Oh, they said maybe it's a file. Okay. Let me go back and watch this. Yeah, most hated. I don't think that was on Messi. He was trying to make $1 out of 15 cents in that situation. He didn't have it was only so much he could do. Say, why is that point Herb? I don't know, man. Herb used to be really automatic from that corner, and it just, that was about 2-3 years ago. Yeah, this is not financial advice, y'all. If y'all listening, this is not financial advice. Look, they got Gucci Man as the coach. So we lost the challenge. Okay, so we lost the challenge. So that makes it a real bad challenge. Because now we don't have a challenge, right? Do we still have a challenge remaining? Jay Black said, you can't panic in the stock market. Tesla is down big. It will turn around probably Friday. Oh, yeah, probably. It's a buying opportunity. But same thing with to bring it all full circle, same thing with John Morant. It's a buying opportunity. Same thing with Sabonis. Buying opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Make your money. Oh, yeah, the SpaceX thing. Oh, yeah. B. Thomas says, so can you rip players' hands off the basketball now? You know how it is with these refs, especially with the Pelicans. It's all in the eye of the beholder. All in the eye of the beholder. Because some refs interpret that differently. Because some refs will say, well, your hands are part of the ball. I'm like, that they don't call that shit consistently. Damn, Trey got lost right there with that ball movement. Trey got lost with that ball movement right there. Dude hit 2 big shots. I don't even know who homie is, but he hit 2 big shots. All right, somebody gonna come help. Good shit, Zion. Somebody gonna come help. All right, they gotta get a stop here. They gotta get a stop right here. That's AJ Green. AJ Green's been pretty good. God damn. Oh my goodness, bro. Herb hurt again, y'all. Herb hurt again. Good shit, Zion. Herb hurt again. Herb hurt again, bro. This dude here. This dude don't take no vitamins, bro. This man don't take no kind of vitamins. This motherfucker need iron. Jesus Christ. It looked like it was a knee to knee. Was that a knee to knee? This dude here, bro. Oh my God, dog. Oh my goodness. That's why I'm saying you gotta trade this man tonight. This man is just, it ain't like when he playing, he just awesome. He fucking stinks. Oh my goodness. Oh, Trey, that was bad. Shout out to Jericho Sims. That was bad, Trey. God damn. He said he probably used P Hammer drugs. Oh man. Oh my goodness. That was bad. Oh, Trey, what was that? That was dumb by Trey. That was 2 back-to-back dumb possessions by Trey. 2 back-to-back dumb possessions by Trey, and you just lost the lead. 2 back-to-back dumb possessions by Trey. Oh my God. That was dumb. That was super duper dumb, Trey. That was super duper dumb, Trey. That was bad. Really bad. Thank God for Micah Peavy. But that was dumb by Trey. That was dumb. Just being honest, that was dumb. Trey did that a few times this season too. It's just I guess because they run so little action together, it's easy to miscommunicate. They about to take Zion out for my dog Carlo. Boy, we got lucky right there. We got lucky right there. We giving up way too much dribble penetration. It is ridiculous. We giving up way too much dribble penetration, son. Seriously. Now look, Miles Turner got 3 fouls, I think. I don't know. We gonna, when he comes back in, we got to continue to attack him. Good pass. Ah! Good hustle, Eve. Good hustle, good hustle, good hustle. Good fucking hustle, y'all. Great hustle. Great hustle! Big shot by Trey. That's great hustle. That's great hustle right there. Great fucking hustle right there by Eve, Macy, and Carlo, man. Great hustle right there. Now, see, that was great defense by Fierce right there. Fierce almost got beat by that backdoor cut by AJ. Ah, they got us in a scrabble drill. Good rebound. All right, calm down. Fierce, bring the ball back out, Fierce. Calm down, Fierce. Calm down. Calm down. Bring the ball back out. All right, good move right there by Eve. Trey, come over. Trey, you got to come over. There you go. There you go. Ah. Kick it back. He got to shoot it. He got to shoot it, y'all. You got to just live with that. It's fucked up, but we got to live with it. You got to live with it. He got to shoot it, but, boy, you mean to tell me Jordan Poole can't get no motherfucking minutes? Whatever. Whatever, bro. Just whatever. 6-point swing. 6-point swing. Yeah, we getting killed with dribble penetration. Eve biting on that motherfucking up fake. Oh, my God. You got to find a way to work the ball back to Trey in that situation. And, like, with, Micah Peavy missed 3 threes from the same spot. You got to find a way to work it back to Trey in that situation. He's open for a reason. You feel me? Micah Peavy and Herb Jones been open tonight for a reason. Yeah, like Trey, he came over to set the screen, but it's like you got to make sure you leave the ball. And that, oh my God, that was just bad luck right there. What the fuck, Micah? Oh my God, Micah, what are you doing, bro? Micah just gave up 2 offensive rebounds. Oh my God. What they calling that, a flagrant? Oh, he flopped. Did he flop? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that was a flagrant. That was a flagrant. Cause you only allowed 1 clear out. He cleared out twice. That was a flagrant. That was a flagrant. But yeah, we definitely got lucky right there. Michael Peavy gave up 2 offensive rebounds. We got lucky right there. He gave up 2 offensive rebounds. That was bad. But that was definitely a flagrant. Boy, the Timberwolves look terrible. No, the Timberwolves look terrible. Ah, shit. You're right, Bree. I just thought about that. So if he pick up the flagrant, it's probably going to just be a flagrant 1. But if he pick up the flagrant and Michael Peavy got to shoot the free throws, we might be assed out. Shit, maybe he'll split. It's 2 free throws and a possession, though. So, No, Minnesota need to do something this year. Minnesota look bad. Minnesota look bad. I know they miss Cat. Minnesota look bad. Bayou Snipers, they rebuild this motherfucker. Bayou Snipers, I'd rather have Queen and Missy got overvalued for a stretch of good games. He's playing okay tonight. He just keep biting on the up fake. I thought Queen played well tonight, though. And you lose your challenge and your timeout, you bitch. You. Oh, man, he cut my dog's face. That's fucked up. Y'all gotta throw hands after that. Yeah, Minnesota need Poole. But they don't really got the salary to trade now. I think they got a trade exception, though, right? I think they got a trade exception. See, what I like about what PV did right there, PV fell down. Because some of us, they ain't going to sell it. So PV fell down. I think that was smart. Now you gotta make your free throws. So they call it a non-flagrant, though. So it's just a turnover, non-flagrant. Whatever. I hope that wake Michael Peavy up and he start making some shots. Fuck. Marginal contact? Oh, that's crazy. He cleared out twice. You only allowed to clear out once. All right, somebody got to come help Trey. Oh, my God, Trey. Oh, my God. Boy, you want to talk about being blessed. You want to talk about being lucky and blessed. You want to talk about being lucky and blessed. You want to talk about being lucky and blessed. Oh, my God. But you also got to stop letting Trey handle the ball. Trey handling the ball too much. Trey is handling the ball too much. Boy, that was a nice ass hand. Oh, Lord, Fierce. Oh, Fierce. Make that. Oh! Boop, 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 boop. Oh! He dropped the motherfucker and hit the 3. He dropped the motherfucker and hit the 3. But yeah, but you gotta really stop. Box out, box out, box out. Good shit. All right, now be smart, Fierce. Fierce, be smart. Oh, you hit the alley right there, Fierce. Fierce lucky they ain't called travel on him. He traveled like a motherfucker. Fierce had the alley right there. Oh! Let's go! Let's go, Rook! Neighborhood! Neighborhood! Let's go, Rook! He crossed the fuck out of him. All right, let's get a stop right here. Let's get the stop right here. Let's get the stop. Good defense. Good defense. Good defense. Hands, don't foul. Great defense. Better shot. Great defense. Better offense. Great defense. They did everything right defensively, but that was better offense. That was a good end to the good end to the quarter, though. Good end to the quarter. Great defense. Better offense. That's tough. Great defense. Better offense. Damn. AJ, bad motherfucker. That was a nice shot by AJ. That was a hell of a shot. He hit, what, 3 threes this quarter, I think? I think he hit three threes this quarter, if not more. Yeah, this motherfucker hit, let me see. 1, that's 2. 3. 4. 5. This man hit 5 fucking threes. This motherfucker hit 5 threes this game, ain't he? This dude cold. AJ fucking balling. Let me see. Wait, AJ 5 for 9 from beyond the arc. Dude fucking balling tonight, son. He is. Bayou Sniper say, Chaz, who gets 2 cheeks of the same ass award for this game? tonight it's Herb for sure. He might get both of them, honestly. It's definitely Herb. Yeah, really just Herb. I don't think nobody else playing bad. I think Eve is playing like okay, but Herb he's been awful. Like he's been awful. Seriously, he's been terrible. He got the whole ass to himself tonight. Pause. He gave both of them cheeks. You know what I'm saying? He's bad. What movie was that? Was that on Cow and Chicken? When they used to eat like the pork butts? Was that Cow and Chicken? I don't remember. But he's been bad. Jay Black said 99 points in 3/4. Our defense been pretty bad. Dog, what's their name? The Bucks been hitting a lot of fucking threes, man. They really have been. The Pelicans only in this game because they've been hitting threes and getting to the free throw line. But the Bucks have been knocking down some motherfucking threes, dog. Like, that was great defense on that last possession. Great defense. Great. They defended great the entire possession. AJ just hit a great shot. B. Thomas said, as long as Herb don't come back, we have a chance. Oh, AJ's averaging 43 from 3? Oh, yeah, that explains it all. Motherfucker shooting like that, it ain't too much you can do but pray. Yeah, motherfucker shooting like that, all you can do is pray. All right, now, what you don't want right here is Zion to disappear in the fourth quarter. He out there with a decent lineup, but he just can't disappear in this quarter. Zion has to step up in this quarter. They got to move the ball. They got to get. I would like to see some motion, getting them going downhill. Pause. But you got to find Zion in this quarter. Sadiq Bey is out there. Jeremiah Fez has been hot, but hopefully he don't. Whatchamacallit? Hopefully he don't trip. Like he don't start clicking. Say Herb pulling out that don't trade me injury. Man, I kind of wish he would come out and demand a trade. Honestly, like Jesus Christ, bro, he's been terrible. He really been terrible, son. Like. I don't even know, son. I don't even know. Motherfucking pull out whatever advanced stat they want. Herb been terrible this year. He's been terrible. Yeah, and Trey losing the ball too much. And bring Jose, that was smart. Jose was smart. Cause Zion was cutting. But Jose saw if he passed the ball, it might have been a steal. So that was smart. I wish I would have liked to see him make the pass and just live with the result. This dude Rollins keep doing this same motherfucking step through, bro. Rollins the fake to the left, go back to the right with the same step through, and he scored twice on that same fucking step through. Watch him. Bam, on the left, got the contact. Step through on the right, same step through. Keep on hitting that motherfucker. That's the second time hitting that shit. All right, so the Pelicans got to score here. That's a 3-point swing on the Sadiq Bey miss. God damn. That was tough. I watched Kobe cook great defense for 15 years. Yeah, Ryan Rollins is nice. Rollins is nice. All right, Zion, you got to move. All right. All the way. Fierce. Nice floater. Get in the hole. Queen, you was right there. Queen gotta box out better right there. He has to box out better. All right, so Rollins going. Look, the Pelicans don't have a rim protector in the game. So Rollins going downhill attacking Zion. He got 2 free throws already out of it. Just going downhill and attacking Zion. Pelicans got to get Eve Messi in the game. Just as a deterrent. Yeah, Rollins do get calls that Zion don't get. Zion would not get these fucking calls. But you got to get a deterrent in there. How many? Oh, Ryan only got 2 free throws. Well, about to be 3 and 4 free throws, I believe. Yeah, you got to get a deterrent in there. Got to get a deterrent. Yeah, it's looking like a trademark Pelicans fourth quarter for real. Like this by the book. Just by the book. That's the thing with Eve Messi. If Eve Messi would have been in the game, I think the Pelicans get that offensive board and maybe a putback. Oh, they pressing up the defense. If Eve Messi was in the game, I think the Pelicans get that offensive board and maybe a putback. Now, with the way the Bucks playing defense, this is a great opportunity for a swing through. A swing through, you're probably not going to get the call and get to the line, but at least if you swing through, you might be able to nice kick out. You might, at least with a swing through, you might be able to get the foul. Even if you don't get like a call, you'll be able to get the foul and get more time on the clock. Let's see here. Box out. Box out. We too small out there, dog. That should have been a loose ball foul. That should have been a loose ball foul, that first one. We too small out there. Pelicans too small out there. Just not looking strong enough. They gotta get Eve Messi back in this game, in my opinion. Oh, it looked like shit, it ain't over yet, but it looked like the Wolves came back. Looked like they might win this game. All right. Let's see here. Gotta get a stop here. You gotta score if you get this stop. You gotta box out, get the rebound. Pelicans gave up way too many offensive rebounds tonight once again. Oh my God. Defense don't matter, man. Better offense. The defense don't matter. It was better offense. Because I don't think Derek Queen guarded him bad, honestly. I don't think Derek Queen guarded him bad. Can somebody come set the screen? Somebody gonna come do something? Oh, it's 1-on-3, Zion. You gotta make it happen. Nope. Look, this motherfucker, nobody came and did anything. Literally, nobody did anything. Nobody moved an inch. Motherfucker got the ball like somebody go come do something. Nobody moved an inch. All right, 6-point game now. Yeah, it's tough. They got a team full of... Hey, it's only a 6-point game, but with that many motherfucking shooters, woo! 6-point game. Gotta have some creativity on offense, man. Gotta have some creativity on offense. Got to. Gotta have some creativity on offense. Let's see here. Look at that. Movement. I'm talking about, it's just one or two simple plays. And here's the crazy thing. The Pelicans, in my opinion, not really playing bad defense. To me, the Pelicans not really playing bad defense. These motherfuckers just making every single three they attempt. They making every single three they attempt. But it's only a 6-point game. But they making every single fucking three they attempt. Yo, if y'all in the building, take a second, hit the like button for me, man, while we got this timeout going. It's looking rough. This lineup can't make nothing happen. There's no movement. We're not getting no screens set. We only able to generate looks for bad shooters. Like, Zion, he could collapse and go 1-on-3, kick it out to DQ in the corner. DQ can't really do nothing with it. Derek only got 5 shot attempts? That's crazy. Derek got 5 shot attempts. That's a little crazy to me. A little bit. I do think you gotta put Eve Messi in this game. Damn, yo, the Bucks made... Wait, is this right? The Pelicans and the Bucks tied for made 3-pointers, y'all? Is that right? Is that what y'all see in the box score? Could it say the Pelicans and the Bucks tied for made 3-pointers? If the Pelicans and the Bucks tied for made 3-pointers, then that really points to one culprit, in my opinion, in this starting lineup. Well, 2 culprits in the starting lineup. Okay, that's crazy. Kyle Kuzma 1 for 3. Kyle Kuzma got 2 points. Then he got 9 assists and 5 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma got 2 points. That's 2 more points than Herb Jones. Derek Queen, your starting center, got 6 points. 6 points and 2 rebounds. Derek Queen got 6 points and 2 rebounds. And they're tied for 3-point shooting. So one would think that if you just added some shooting and maybe a center that can rebound, you'd probably be a little bit more competitive. But that's just me. Maybe I'm making it too simplistic. But Jesus Christ, because these threes have been contested. Micah Peavy, he gave you 2 points. Herb gave you 0, of course. Queen only got 6 points. I'm a little surprised by that. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, you got to get these shooters, man. That's why I wanted somebody like Amir Coffey, bro. Like, for me, people think a lot of times because they never heard of a motherfucker, that mean the player not good. No, you just never heard of him. So that was our ATO. Son, that was the fucking ATO. Oh my God. Yeah, this might be over, y'all. If that's the ATO, this might be over. This might be over. Here's the thing. That was the ATO, right? That was the ATO. And after that, now you're bringing Trey Murphy in the game. Like, you did that play, and like 5 seconds later, you're bringing Trey Murphy in the game. Why didn't you just bring Trey Murphy in the game prior to the ATO? Like, it's like you running this bunk-ass ISO ATO post. Why you just ain't bring Trey Murphy in the game right after the timeout? Like, why do that ATO at all? Like, does that make sense? Like, oh my God. Oh Lord, Herb back. All right, Herb, you can redeem yourself here, Herb. Now, to me, the answer in this situation wasn't, we got to put Herb Jones back in the game. That was, to me, that didn't seem like the answer in my estimation. But maybe it is. Let's see. Herb about to shoot that shit. All right, Herb, get to the free throw line, brother. Say, I don't think Borrego knows he can make substitution in the timeout. Clearly he doesn't, Chad. Clearly this man doesn't. Clearly. He does this all the time. He does that all the time, bro. It's like, dog, you do realize that you don't have to run the play. Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why'd you do that? Why, you could have just got those guys. He could have brought Herb and Trey in after the timeout. You didn't have to run the Sadiq Bey possession at all. Period. Like, come on, man. These guys, like, this coaching staff is just, like you say, bro, it's remedial. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And look. Now Carlo is in the game. Carlo is coming in for Zion, right? Again, why didn't you just sub him in during the free throws? Why wait another 10 seconds or whatever to sub him in? What if it wasn't a dead ball? You would have just been sitting there waiting. You would have just been sitting there waiting for the sub. Like, this is just common sense I'm using here. What the fuck? This guy's crazy, dog. Damn, Derek, you're not going to go contest at all? All right. Calm down. Oh, Derek, all the way. All right, now you got to make your free throws, Derek. Now you got to make your free throws. Be time to say, hey, I was about to say he about to take Zion out. Most haters say, we need defensive coaches bad. I want to know with the rotations especially. I don't understand, like, oh, damn, Derek. I don't understand the goal here. That bitch was halfway down, too, for Derek. Pause. I don't understand the goal here because, like, son, Tyus Jones to the Hornets for 2 seconds. They got 2 seconds for Tyus Jones? Wow. So now the Hornets, oh, my God, Derek missed both of the fucking free throws, man. Get Derek out the game, bro. I kept saying, please put Eve Messi in the game. You got Derek in the game for what? He ain't doing shit right now. That's weird because now they got about, I guess they trying to, no, how the fuck? You got Kobe White, Tyus Jones, and LaMelo Ball. What's the point in that? 4-point swing right there because Derek can't make no free throws. Terrible. You couldn't even fucking split Derek. Come on, man. Oh, my God. They's missing everything. And this is how dumb this organization is. God knocking at the door for us to get Ja. We like, nope, stop blocking your own blessing. Trade, do something. Oh, my God. These dudes so trash, bro. Like, oh, my God. I'm telling you, I don't want to say that. But never mind. I don't want to say that. You got tiny-ass Jose out there, right? You got little bitty tiny-ass Jose out there, son. Tiny-ass Jose out there trying to box out a center. He just straight up moved dude out the way easily. Like, man, these dudes, get out of here. Get these dudes out of here. Man, get Jose and Herb out of here expeditiously. Mason say, how you feel about Ty Jerome? I like Ty Jerome. I think Ty Jerome had one bad playoff series and people kind of, over, like, shitted on him. They just shitted on him. Like, he had one bad playoff series. And he was due for some big money before that series. Chad said, DQ and Fears unplayable on the fort. Shit, Fears, he ain't really do nothing in the fort, like better or worse. But DQ he been bad. He been bad. He ain't really give you nothing tonight. DQ had like a solid first quarter. Like other than that, he's been pretty much nothing tonight. He been pretty much nothing tonight, honestly. Herb's been terrible. Eve Messi should be in this game right now, in my opinion. D say the Bucks have more talent. I think if you're not gonna play Jordan Poole at all, you ain't even trying to like balance out some of the scoring discrepancy, because again, you was just tied at 17 threes made apiece. So you're not losing because of the 3-point battle. And you were leading the free throw battle most of the night. You just can't capitalize. Like, again, the offense just goes cold. In the fourth quarter, when the defense starts to tighten up, they just go cold. Trey say the losing has become their identity at this point, but hey, they're a playoff core. I don't know. I honestly don't think Joe Dumars ever said they were a playoff core. I don't think Joe Dumars or Troy Weaver ever said they're a playoff core. I think that's Matt's interpretation, honestly. And I think Matt just trying to, whatchamacallit, if I'm being honest, I think Matt just trying to get these dudes to blow the team up because the Memphis Grizzlies blowing their team up. I'm not saying that Matt is lying. I'm just saying the Pelicans don't talk at all, right? The Pelicans don't talk. So clearly you got that playoff team shit or playoff core shit from an opposing team at best, right? So I think if somebody came calling with some picks, they would trade these dudes. The question is, though, again, do you want early second round picks for Herb, or do you want to wait and go into the offseason to see if you could get a good first? That's the real question. Let me see. Look, when it comes to reporting, especially on the Pelicans, especially when Joe he said, why is Jose in my game? Bree, why? Look, when it comes to reporting on the Pelicans, especially like from the I mean, I guess you could say HP is national media. From the national media, you really, really, really got to use some discernment, because it's like they don't really know shit. They already don't like Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver. So you really got to just take what they say with a grain of salt, because ain't no way in the world the Pelicans saying no shit like that. Because if that's the case, the Pelicans wouldn't have a price. The fact that these dudes got a price lets you know that they're not untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Whew. We got motherfucking Herb threes in the fourth. This is ugly. And you got, what's his name? Pete Nance? This is bad. This is bad. The Pelicans need a coach, dog. The Pelicans need a coach desperately. The Pelicans 0 for 9 in the fourth. Wow. And look, this is the crazy thing. Trey just played great defense 2 times in a row. Played great defense 2 times in a row. And he just got, motherfucker just hit the shot over him. AJ and Nance. Carlo finally hit a 3. Carlo finally hit a motherfucking 3. Oh, yeah, look, and Bree say, don't forget the Bucks on the back-to-back. All right, so now Zion about to check in. 5 minutes left. Is a what, 8-point game? I don't understand. Oh, I guess they finally put Eve in. I was about to say, why the Pelicans so small out there? Oh, my God, Herb. Dog, Herb is just not good, dog. Like, Herb not good, son. Herb not good, son. He not. He just not. It is what it is, son. Trey missing everything in the fourth. Good hustle by Jose. That's great hustle by Jose right there. Whoa, Ryan, what's going on? What's happening with you, Ryan? Jay Burke say we had 104. Yeah, no, we started the quarter with 104. It's ridiculous. Come on, son. Yo, Bree, that's the thing. I think other teams know. I think other teams know about Herb. I think that's why Herb's still here. That's why for me, I don't know if I even need a first back. I'm just trying to get off that Herb contract if it's me, honestly. I'm just trying to get off that Herb contract if it's me. But here's the wild thing, right? some of the same people. Well, I'm gonna say. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing. Anyway, but I think you just got to get off that contract. I think that's a bad contract, personally. Looney, what's up with your homie? I think Zion about to check in after the timeout. It's a motherfucking 10-point game. Look, there's a lot of time left, but the way y'all playing, 5 points in the fourth quarter, bro. 5 points in the fourth quarter. This offense is just so bad. And look, that's the thing. Say y'all 99 dogs that y'all know Coffee averaged 1.9 points a game. But see, 99 dog Coffee could play. He just wasn't getting no run this season. He just wasn't getting no run with Milwaukee for some reason. But Coffee with the Clippers can play. Like, that's why I wanted us to sign him. Like, I wanted us to sign him with that 15 roster spot because he could play. Coffee, all right. He just wasn't getting no run earlier this season. He just wasn't getting no run earlier this season at all. But Coffee can play. It's just the Pelicans, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't come to the Pelicans. I don't know. But sheesh. Big shot right there by Trey. Nice two-man game by Zion and Trey. First time we seen that in a while. Yeah, I would much prefer Coffee. Say, why they run out of gas in the fourth quarter? I think because the offense start tightening up. And I think with the Pelicans, it's like, look, with the Pelicans making threes and the other team missing threes, the Pelicans got to realize that at some point the clock going to strike. Oh, my God, Herb's so trash, bro. Herb is trash, bro. Look, Rollins is good. Rollins is smoking Herb fucking boots. He's smoking his fucking boots, son. Like, oh, another big three right there by Trey. Dog, Herb is not good. This man just drove right past Herb like he wasn't even fucking standing there, dog. Like, come on, dog. Yo, that's Larry Nance's brother, I think, right? Ain't Pete Nance Larry Nance's brother? Uh-oh, Trey, what you about to do with it? Oh, that boy Trey said, watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. That boy Trey said, watch out, little bitch. Good shit, Trey. Good for you, Trey. Good for you, Trey. Good for you, Trey. But see, look, that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. If you Joe, that's the problem, bro. If you Joe Dumars, that's the problem. Because you're going to look at Trey and Zion and say, and Queen and Fierce and say, man, if I could just improve that and got a real coach, this would be pretty good. Like, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Because, oh my God. It's just so fucking frustrating, bro. Looney said, if we don't make a move, the fans got to put the pressure. This isn't okay. They think Nola fans just okay with having a team that winning don't matter. And yes, that's Larry's brother. Yeah, Larry's brother out here looking like a fucking monster. Jeffrey say pass the ball to Will. I mean Trey. Herman Mackey say so Poole not gonna play it, but he also ain't getting traded. I don't know. I'm sure they trying to trade him. I do think it's bogus as fuck that they're not gonna play him, especially not against his home crowd. I think that's bogus, especially when Herb out there fucking 1-for-1, getting killed on defense. This man getting killed on defense, dog. And they like, we need some defense out there. He's awful, bro. He's awful. He's not good. This man ain't good. Shout out to Trey. 11 for 16 from Yana. Oh, let's make it 14 for 16. Trey. I mean 14 for 20, Trey. Bayou Sniper say Herb is shooting 39% of the season. Yep. 39% on the fucking season, bro. From the field goal percentage. Like that, like not from beyond the arc. Field goal percentage. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, make it make fucking sense, dog. Like, I hate the politics in this shit. And nobody gonna say nothing about it. Like, nobody gonna be like, hey, why is this guy, this motherfucker kind of stinks. Good defense. Boy! Box out! Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Boy. That was about to be crazy. I think he made that. He shouldn't have a challenge, though, right? He ain't got no challenge, right? I think he made that. I ain't gonna lie. That was great defense by Eve. No, he didn't make it. Good defense, Eve. Thank God for Eve. Oh, it's tied up! Good pass by Zion. Big three right there by Sadiq Bey. Big three by Sadiq Bey. Great pass by Zion. Now, can we get a stop? CJ the Goss, I hope that article false, because why would you not trade Herb for that pick? And I think all the information coming out right now is kind of like 50-50. But also, it's like, it depends on where the picks were. Oh, my God. Dog, Kyle Kuzma had like 2 fucking points. Dog, Kyle Kuzma had like 2 points. This dude had 2 points, bro. That's this motherfucker first made bucket in like God knows how long. This man had 2 points, bro. 2 fucking points. And this motherfucker just hit a huge three. Oh my God. This man had 2 points. 2 points, y'all. 2! This motherfucker had 2 points and just hit a huge three. Boy, them 2 Sadiq Bey misses coming back to haunt us. Them Sadiq Bey misses at the free throw line. Because if you would have split, at least you got an opportunity right here to tie the game. Oh my God. No, Queen 0 for 3 at the free throw line. God damn. How the fuck you 0 for 3? That can't happen, brother. Boy, the Spurs beating the piss out OKC again, y'all. Spurs beating OKC again. They might trade Hartenstein. If Hartenstein wasn't always injured, he'd be nice for the Pelicans to pick up. Say Trey trying to get traded. Yeah, it may be the Devil's drummer. He either trying to get traded or trying to get them to improve the team. One of the two. Shit. One of the two. God damn. I ain't gonna lie, boy. When the game tight like this, I always think about missed free throws, dog. Oh yeah, it ain't no Shea, right? Shea got the abdominal injury. I wonder how long he gonna be out with that shit. Cause that's really like a groin injury, ain't it? But then they might have just called it a groin. All right, can we get a stop right here? Ah, Eve. Herb and Eve got cooked right there. Zion with the miss. Oh, it looked. Oh, Zion, you blew that layup. That's a really bad miss by Zion right there, in my opinion. I thought he would have made that. That was a left hand too. He blew that layup. He getting reevaluated after All-Star. Damn, I hope he all right. That would change a lot for that team because it's like, shit, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? Oh, yeah, and J-Dub hurt, ain't he? Yeah, J-Dub hurt. Damn, that whole team fucked up. I don't even know Hartenstein back. I know, Oh, Trey! That boy Trey Cole! Trey about to drop 50! Trey about to drop 50! Trey might get 50 tonight! No, Trey might get 50 tonight. All right, look. Now, you need a Zion and Trey 2-man action. You got to stop. Zion and Trey 2-man action here. Herb, what were you doing on that box out? Zion and Trey 2-man action here. Ah, you got it. Good screen. Give it back to him. All the way. All right, now Zion, you got to at least split here. You got to at least split. Trey out there looking like motherfucking Peja Stojakovic. That boy looking like Traja Stojakovic. That boy looking like Traja Stojakovic. All right, he got one of them. We need one more. Or if you miss, we need an offensive rebound putback. Come on. We need both of them, partner. Or we need a rebound here. All right, we got them both. Now let's get a fucking stop. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. Let's win this. Let's win this shit. Let's get the stop. Let's get a stop here, man. Remember, fuck, Kevin Porter Jr. I about to say, remember, a 2 don't beat you. Whoa, what up with your dad? What's happening, homie? What's good is not this Pelicans team, brother. I tell you that. Oh, he shook the fuck out Trey. That spin move fucked over Trey just now. And Herb was late on the rotation to help. Herb been really bad tonight. Oh, that's a bullshit ass call, boy. That is a bullshit ass call. Oh no, we got our challenge. You gotta challenge that. You got nothing to lose. You kind of gotta challenge that. If you got nothing to lose, you probably gotta challenge that. I don't know. I would have liked to see Herb and Trey in the 2-man game right there. That spin move, oh my God. Yeah, he fucked over Trey. He fucked over Trey right there. He fucked over Trey right there. And I don't know. I think you got to challenge that just off GP, but you don't want to lose your timeout neither. So, I don't think they got a challenge, and they only got one timeout left. So you need to get a stop here. You get a stop here. You give yourself a chance to win it at the end. But, good defense. Damn, y'all. Damn. Look, you gotta, in my opinion, I think you gotta take Sadiq Bey out right here. I think you might have to take Sadiq Bey out right here, and you might have to put Carlo in, just so you got the size. You pause. You might gotta take Sadiq Bey out this game. You might have to put Carlo in the game. Herb, this would be a great time to earn that money, brother. This would be a great time to earn that money, Herb. Seriously. God damn. Derek Queen missed 3 free throws. Zion missed 2. That's 5 points. If y'all even make half of them bitches, you leading right now. But, okay. What do you do in this situation, boy? I hope this go to OT. Because I want to win. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I want to win. I hate losing. Especially when we ain't got no motherfucking pick. I hate losing. I want to win. God damn, bruh. God fucking damn. That dude Porter had that motherfucking spin move Porter did was crazy, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. That spin move was cold. That motherfucking spin move was cold. He finished with the dunk. That was cold. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so what do you do here, bro? What do you do here? You got to make sure you box out. Make sure you get the offensive rebound. You got one timeout. You box out. Get the offensive rebound. Don't foul. And maybe you got a chance to win it in the end. But you got to box out. Oh, my God. It's over. Whew. Well, it might be over. It's looking like it's over. God damn, Kuyan. God damn, Eve. You got to know your personnel in that situation. And look, that's the easiest three you can take. The easiest three you can take from the right corner. Scoring situation, nobody knew. Oh, they about to review this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. His foot was way out of bounds. Let's go. Let's go, you Lego playing bitch. Oh, yeah, his foot's absolutely out of bounds. His foot is absolutely out of bounds. You Lego playing motherfucker. His foot is totally out of bounds. Let's see if it... Oh, yeah. His foot was on the blue tape. No, if they don't... Oh, scoring situation. My bad. Let me see. 128 Pelicans ball. The Pelicans got the ball with 6 seconds left. In my opinion, you got to get the ball to Zion going downhill. Maybe Zion gets fouled, or maybe he makes, a crazy thing. But you got to have... It got to be a two-man action between Zion and Trey. Got to be a two-man action between Zion and Trey here. Don't play around. Don't be goofy. What the fuck? Oh, now he caught it. He was out of bounds, clearly. They took it away, Chad. Cause my shit a little slow. Nah, this is an official review, Brian. This is an official review. Yeah, I think. Nah, that's when it looked like. Wait, they checking the wrong thing. That ain't the point. They checking. After he had caught the ball. It looked like they checking where he's shooting on that replay. But when he caught the ball, he was already out of bounds. If they don't give the Pelicans that's some bullshit. I hope they not reviewing what I'm seeing on the screen. Because that's bullshit. When he caught the ball, he was out of bounds. If they just trying to review where his foot was after he caught it, then that's bullshit. Because he caught the ball out of bounds, clearly. His whole heel was out of bounds. His entire heel was out of bounds, bro. Seriously. Yeah, they're looking at the wrong foot. Yeah, his entire right heel was out of bounds. Like, I don't know what angle they looking for. They need the baseline angle. They looking at the totally wrong angle. They need the baseline angle where his entire right heel was out of bounds. Seriously, because they might be trying to rob the Pelicans here. They might be trying to rob the Pelicans. Yes! Let's go! All right, look. You got to get the ball to Zion and Trey right here. 2-man game between Zion and Trey. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the Pelicans advancing the ball here. I don't really like the Pelicans advancing the ball here, to be honest, because, they're saying 7 seconds left. That's a lot of fucking time. I want the Pelicans, honestly, to get downhill and kind of collapse the defense and drive and kick. I don't really like the idea right here of advancing the ball because I wanted, like, Zion to pick up some momentum. They collapse, and then he's able to kick it to Trey or to Sadiq or to whoever hit the fucking game. When I don't care if it's Herb, hit that bitch. You got to get a clean look right here. I probably would put Carlo and Eve in the game. Oh, my God, Trey. You know what's funny? That's what I'm thinking, Trey. This motherfucker, he look like Kid from House Party. This light-skinned ref with the high top fade. Look, it's funny. We probably won't get a shot up. Look, even if you look, my thing is this: if you toss it to Sadiq Bey in the post, if you go with the Sadiq Bey ATO special in the post, even if he get fouled and it stopped the clock, yeah, Milwaukee don't have no timeouts, but they got a bunch of fucking shooters. So it's like, I don't know. Do the Pelicans even have a foul to give if they do make it here? All right, come on, man. Zion, go get the ball. Herb, we need a good pass right here, Herb. Trey, be ready. Herb, we need a good pass. Trey, be ready. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't think I like this. We kick it to Jose. The ball falls in Herb's lap, and the ball goes out of bounds. Zion doesn't touch the ball at all. We not drawing up nothing for Trey to get a clean catch and shoot, no screens, nothing. We do a driving kick to Jose Alvarado, who hasn't hit a shot in God knows how long tonight. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, but that's why I didn't even want the ATO, bro. That's why. Oh, we got a chance, y'all. We got a chance. We got a chance. Stupid is and stupid does. We got a chance, y'all. We got a chance. Boy, that was the worst ATO I think I've ever seen. That was the worst ATO I think I've ever fucking seen. That was the worst ATO I've ever seen. It's 1 second left. So now you gotta just find Trey and just say, just shoot the ball. Go on, Trey! Oh my God! This dude fumbled the ball, bro. Fumbled the fucking ball, bro. Just choked, dog. These dudes some chokers, bro. Oh my God. You not gonna get a better, dog, Trey. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where was Zion at on that play? At the top of the key. Zion at the top of the key. 2 possessions in a row. Trey don't touch the ball. I mean, Zion don't touch the ball. See, I ain't really mad at Trey getting the ball there. I don't care about that. But you can't fumble the ball in that situation, Trey. Oh, my God. Brees, I got tears in my eyes. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was, oh, my God. Oh my God, son. Oh my God. Yo, oh my God. Like so we get a driving kick to Jose Alvarado in the right corner. You don't put Zion and Trey into action at all. They turn the ball over, right? You had two opportunities to win this game. Yeah, the Herb pass wasn't awesome. It wasn't awesome, but Trey got to catch that. Like, it wasn't a great pass, but he got to catch it, right? You got two opportunities to win this game. The first one is a driving kick to Jose in the right corner. Blow that. The ball falls and bounces off Herb's lap for a turnover, right? Then Trey fumbled the ball on an easy. I'm talking about, bro. You probably ain't gonna never get an easier fucking attempt if you Trey. Like on a drive. Oh my God, son. Oh my God. The Bucks gave you the game. The Bucks gave you the game twice. Yeah, it's a serious like level of goofiness. Like it's a serious level of goofiness here. The Bucks gave you the game twice. And in the last two possessions, Zion ain't touched the ball, but it's like, I don't know, son. I don't know. Who they 1-3. The only team they lost twice to the Spurs, and they beat the Rockets once. Oh my God, that is crazy. Look, Goonie say this shit ain't real, bro. I feel like remember the lady on the plane? She's like, that motherfucker back there, he's not real. That's how I feel. This is unbelievable, boy. How does Trey get his pocket picked 3 times? 3 times! You're a professional, bro. How does that happen 3 times? No, that literally happened 3 times. Literally. 3 times. You're a professional, dog. That happened 3 motherfucking times, bro. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, dog. Now that might be the game for real right there, y'all. That might be the game for real right there. This is unbelievable, dog. Well, this isn't unbelievable, but that just go to show you the level of coach you have and the level of like this winning spirit, winning wherewithal, winning know-how. Because, oh my God, Uncertain Boy said Jose went 3 for 4 in the third, well, from 3 in the second and didn't play a minute in the third. Yeah, I didn't really understand that neither. I was like, because you got Jose in the game ice fucking cold. Yo, Eve been getting cooked defensively tonight. You got Jose in the game ice fucking cold, bro. Ice cold. And you give him the biggest shot of the game? Come on, man. Come on, son. Yeah, this is a tough one. 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 Goonie say without Giannis, man, blow this shit up. But, that's the thing. To me, the issue is less about them not having Giannis and more so about them being on the second night of a back-to-back. Because the Pelicans, oh my God, Trey, oh my God. The Pelicans not very good. So it's like no matter what, you still got to deal with the fact that this team ain't very good and the coach is terrible. But the fact that it's the second night of back-to-back and this team left the door open for you to win like 3 fucking times and you still can't do it, it's embarrassing. Look, shout out to Ross. It's like Ross always used to say. Now, some of this shit is just goofy. I ain't gonna lie. Like with this team, some of this shit ain't got nothing to do with coaching, in my opinion. Some of it. But it's like Ross used to say. Large losses, bad teams. Close losses, bad coaches. But this situation here, like those last 2 possessions, bro, like, well, really, I'm gonna say the last one. Because the final one was, in my opinion, was Trey's fault. But the drive and kick to Jose is like, come on, man. Come on, son. Nah. Box out. Oh, my God. Great defense, better shooter. Look, another 4th quarter loss. That makes, what, 16? Is that 16? Yep. 16. If they lose this game, it'll be 16. Trey probably gonna end this game with the same 44 points he entered the fourth quarter with. Big shot right there by Herb. Yeah, Trey probably gonna end this motherfucking OT with the same 44 he entered with. Did the Lakers make any trades? Not that I know of. I haven't seen the Lakers do anything. They still got those firsts that last I checked, they had those firsts that they were gonna try to turn into multiple firsts, but they don't seem to be working just yet. But the Lakers are so notorious for putting the rabbit out they had. It don't make no sense. Like, man, that was a bad turnover by Trey. Trey had some brain farts tonight, dog. He was awesome. He was awesome. But every turnover he had just stuck out like a red thumb. Like, he had some bad turnovers, dog. Really bad. All right, you don't need 3 here, man. Just go for 2. You don't need 3. If you can get a 2 right here, you can make it a 1-point game. Jesus Christ. Y'all be ready. You gotta be ready. 2-man game. Good recovery right there. You gotta go. And 1. Fuck. Make the call, ref. All right, Zion. You gotta at least split right here. Gotta at least split. Jesus Christ. That was a right drive right there. Corey, 504. Shit, if it was a left, he might have made it. Maybe. Now you got to split. All right, he hit the first one. Now, can you split and can you get a stop or can you get the offensive board if he misses? AD on the move again. AD as in Anthony Davis? That's what you're saying, 504? Anthony Davis got traded again? That's what you're saying? Or you talking about when he got traded to the Wizards? I'm about to say, all right, look, you got the ball. 1-point game. You got the ball. It's a 1-point game. All you got to do is not be a dumbass. You in the bonus. That shit was halfway down, too. All you got to do is not do nothing dumb. You're in the bonus. Trey didn't even have his feet set, dog. Trey, that was a dumb shot. That was a terrible shot by Trey. That was a terrible shot by Trey. He didn't even have his feet set. The Pelicans got bailed out right there. That was a heat check by Trey. He didn't even have his feet set. And that would have counted as a 2. That wouldn't even have been a 3. Great defense right there by Zion. All right, now, Trey, what you going to do? Calm down. Zion, get the ball, Zion. What, boy, Eve, what the fuck was that? Zion, come get the ball. Oh, my God. Trey, what are you doing? Oh, my God, Trey. Trey. Nah, bro. Nah, Trey. Nah, Trey. That was 2 terrible shots by Trey. Those were 2 terrible shots by Trey. Those were 2 terrible, awful, god-awful shots by Trey. Those were 2 terrible shots by Trey, son. That's 2 inexcusable shots. The first shot you might let slide. That second shot was inexcusable, dog. That second shot was inexcusable, bro. That was inexcusable. That second shot was inexcusable, dog. It's a 1-point game, bro. 1-point game. The man, it's a 1-point game, son. You in the bonus. That was inexcusable. 1-point game. Again, Zion just made his last, 4 free throws. You in the bonus, bro. Get the ball back to Zion. What are you doing here, son? What are you doing? You haven't scored. Trey hasn't scored this quarter. Well, no, I think he did score in overtime. I think he did score. But no, he didn't. Trey hasn't scored in overtime. Trey, get the ball back to Zion. What are you doing? What are we doing here? Oh, my God, bro. That was so bad. That was bad by Trey, dog. It really was. That was really bad. Because you went down there, you got to stop, right? You got to stop. It's a 1-point game. You got 2 stops, matter of fact. You go down there, you get 2 stops. Trey take 2 terrible shots, bro. There's like 2 of the worst shots you can possibly take. Yeah, like you hunting 3, you down 1. And the first three it was a 20-foot jump shot. It wouldn't even count it as a three. You down one. You ain't even go try to attack the rim, get a foul, nothing. Oh my God, that was bad, son. That was bad, son. That was bad. That was bad, son. That was bad, Trey. Trey, that was bad. That was bad, Trey. Like that was bad. That was bad, son. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Like that's all I can really say. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep being redundant. But look, the Pelicans won the 3-point battle, y'all. They won the 3-point battle. 24-21. So a person can't say the problem tonight was, the threes. The problem tonight has been, just stupid shit. Like those, oh my God. Dog, Trey has some mind-blowing bad plays. Like he has some mind-blowing bad plays. That final shot in regulation and these last two shots, they were bad. They really were bad. They really were bad. That's a dumb time to give up your foul. B. Thomas said, a team on a back-to-back outworking us in OT. Without their best player, without Bobby Portis as well, and you winning from the 3-point line. Herb got to stop. Herb got to stop here, y'all. Trey, pass the ball, Trey. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dog. 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 Trey just undid everything positive that he did this entire game. Trey just undid everything positive that he did this entire game, bro. This man just undid oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, this man hasn't scored a single point in overtime. He's taken 3 of the worst shots I've ever seen in my fucking life. He hasn't made a single shot in overtime. Zion ain't touched the ball the last 3 attempts. Oh my God. Yeah, yo, Trey Alexander, I agree, bro. I agree. To me, that's the equivalent to the Jordan Poole off the glass alley in transition. To me, that's the same exact thing. In my opinion. You take that shot with one, it's a 1-point game. Oh my God. This man wild the fuck out. This man wild the fuck out, bro. That was oh my God, dog. That was oh my God. This man wild the fuck out, bro. Bro. Damn, bro. I don't even know what you say to a nigga after that. I just keep letting them fly. I don't even know what do you say? Now, look, he can hit a motherfucking game winner here and we'll forget about all the bad shots. But Jesus Christ, does Trey know? Do he know? Know what? That's a good point. That's a good point, B. Thomas. It's maybe he don't know the time and score. Maybe he don't know we down 1. Maybe he well, shit, we down 22. I gotta try to shoot us back into this. Cause look, if it wasn't for Trey, this wouldn't be close. But now it's all right, you got Zion here. You gotta try to play hero ball. 2-man game here. Trey, he open, I guess, kinda. All right, Zion fumbled the ball. Sadiq. So what they call an offensive foul? Oh my God. Oh my God. This is just pure goofiness. Oh, he flopped like a motherfucker. He flopped like a motherfucker. This is 100% goofiness. This is 100% goofiness. He flopped like a motherfucker. This is 100% goofiness. Like, what is this? What is this? That was crazy. My thing is this too. Bro, all right, now you're down two. Now you're down two. Right? You're down two. Why go for that now? like, I don't know, though. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people to blame for this game. That was a terrible turnover, though. Yeah, look, B-Timers, you're right. Losers find a way to lose. They gon' snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. But I've never seen nothing like Trey's overtime performance. I thought that was a no call at best, though. I didn't think that was an offensive foul. But I've never seen anything like Trey's overtime performance. Like, I've never seen anything like this, dog. This was insane to me. Like, totally insane. I've never seen nothing like this. Nothing. Like, this is bogus. That's why you got to get a real coach, bro. These dudes happy and smiling and laughing. They're losers. They're a bunch of losers. You got to get these guys. You got to get a new coach. If you don't plan on getting a real coach, like, come on, man. You say Trey dead inside. Trey, look, with the way Trey ended this game, he might as well had not scored any points, period. With the way Trey ended this game, he might as well had not scored a single point. With this, oh my God, though, I'm thinking about it. He fumbles the inbound pass. He takes a wild ass leaning three from the right corner, misses that. He takes a crazy ass pull up that he barely even hit the rim on. He is bad. Like, Trey not bad, but man. The basketball, you say you think Zion throwing some of these games? You think so? I don't know, bro. I think. Oh man, I think then he passes it to Herb in transition, turns that over. Then in transition, he shoot that crazy ass pull up. I think this one is on Trey. It's crazy to like say the game is on the best player, but man, Trey was bad, dog. In overtime, it was bad. I ain't like in overtime. I never really seen nothing like this. I never seen nothing like this. Yeah, they all smiling and shit. Oh, we just stacking days. We're gonna try. We're figuring it out. We're not let go in the sword. It's like, bro, y'all dudes just ain't got a brain. Like, I'm telling you, it's like if I only had a brain. If I only had a brain. Like, seriously, if I only had a brain. It was a 1-point game. 3-4 possessions. You cannot score in a 1-point game. The referee's trying to give you the game. The fucking the Bucks trying to give you the game. These dudes was just awful, son. Dog, Trey went like 0 for 7 in overtime, dog. No, this man went like 0 for 7 in overtime. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hold up, son. I gotta go through this. This man went like 0 for 7 in overtime, dog. Let's look at this. Hold up, son. All right. Trey turnover, first possession. That's when he got pickpocketed in the backcourt. Rollins bucket. Zion misses. Turner 3. Y'all can see, huh? Everybody can see. All right, Turner 3. Sadiq Bey scores. Kuzma gets downhill, scores on a nice reverse on Eve Messi. Herb scores. AJ Green hit a 3. Herb hit a 3, right? Goonie, that's not what they said. That's not what the Pelicans said. That's what a team who allegedly had conversations with the Pelicans, that they're saying how they think the Pelicans feel. Matt need to come out and clean that shit up. Matt, who wrote that, need to come out and clean that shit up. But all right, so Zion, I mean, you get a stop. Zion hit 2 free throws. You're down 1. It's a 1-point game with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. It's a 1-point game with 1 minute and 35 seconds left, right? Trey comes down. He misses that leaning jump shot in the right corner. It's terrible, dog. That was terrible. Zion gets the steal. This one, yeah. So, all right, Zion gets the steal. Trey shoots another wild ass jump shot, right? Just misses. Okay. You get another stop. Herb gets the steal. This one is like 2-on-1, 3-on-1 in transition. Trey pulls up just a terrible 3-shot attempt. One of the worst I've ever seen. Terrible 3-point shot attempt, right? 1-point game. They miss the free throw. Zion comes out, turns the ball over with an offensive foul. I don't think it was a foul in my opinion, but offensive foul, right? You lose the game like that. Oh my God, boy! Like, yo, Trey looked like Michael Jordan for 4 quarters. Trey looked like Michael Jordan for 4 quarters, and he looked like Michael Smith the entire overtime. And that's the frustrating thing about this team. Because you just say to yourself, damn, if we just wasn't so dumb, like basketball-wise, if we didn't have low IQ, we might win some of these games. Like, that's the frustrating thing. That's why you gotta get a coach. You gotta get a real coach, bro. Because look at this. Like, let's go to the box score real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. All right, when you look at this box score, right? Sadiq Bey, 22 points, 7 for 13. Zion, 5 for 11, 8 and 5, 20 points, right? Derek Queen, 6 points. Trey Murphy, 44 points. Herb Jones, 7 points. Fierce, 13 points. Carlo, 7. I ain't know Carlo had 7 points. Micah Peavy, 2. Jose, 9. Eve Misi, 7. When you look at this box score, right, and again, you say they set Jordan Poole down because of defense, and the defense still terrible. Yeah, you sit Jordan Poole down because of defense and give up 141 points. 141 fucking points. And mind you, going into halftime, I think the Bucks only had 98 or something like that. Like, you gave up 141 points in the fourth quarter and overtime, right? The reason why I say it's annoying because you feel like a good coach might be able to fix this is because of this. You didn't, every performance tonight, now Trey Murphy not going to give you 44 points every night, of course. But when you look at this performance, right, none of these are really an outlier necessarily. Aside from the Trey game, he's not going to get you 44. You know what I'm saying? But the people who normally don't contribute didn't really contribute tonight. Really, everybody's about at their average. So if you just had some regular common sense coaching and basketball play, dog, you could have won this game in regulation. You could have won this game in the overtime a bunch of times. It was bad. It was bad. It was fucking bad. It was a lot of bad decisions. That driving kick to Jose in the right corner, that was bad. Again, Zion had just made, I think, 4 free throws in a row. You're in the bonus. The game is tied. Give him the ball. You do a driving kick for a fucking 3. Right? To Jose, who hasn't played since the second quarter. You do a driving kick to the three for a three to Jose, who hasn't played in the second quarter. Yeah, 11 attempts for Zion. You ain't getting nowhere with that. That got to be 16 at minimum. Zion probably going to end the season averaging about 13 attempts. But, man. Like, that was bad. But see, that's the crispy clean. I don't really get how you can say that because they really just choked. They scored 137 points. Trey scored 44. You had the game. Like, you had the game. You literally had the game. And you just choked. Like, I don't know. Just because they Zion washed a little. You think so? I mean, he only took 11 shots. I don't know if that's washed. 20 points on 11 shots, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. I don't know. Could have been better, though. Brian said my team needs fixing ASAP. Yeah, you need a real coach. You need a real coach, dog. I'm telling you. For y'all who not familiar with the Pistons, go back and watch Cade Cunningham, I want to say 2 years ago. When Cade Cunningham was in the post game, he was like, no, we are not. I think they won like 12 games. He was like, we are not a 12-win team, dog. I don't remember what the record was exactly, but all these dudes did is hire J.B. Bickerstaff. And they cut Killian Hayes. They didn't really do nothing special. Like Malik Beasley had a great year. Like Malik Beasley had the best year of his career. Tim Hardaway had the best year of his career. Now Jalen Duren having the best year of his career. Isaiah Stewart having the best year of his career. Cade Cunningham having the best year of his fucking career. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, now I will say this. Borrego can't make Zion not trip and fall right there. He can't make Miles Queen go 0 for 3. I mean, he can't help Derek Queen going 0 for 3 from the free throw line. He can't help Herb Jones scoring 7 points. Certain shit, Borrego just can't. He can't help. Like, what he supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? He can't help that. He can't fix that. But at the same time, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You say, Krispy Kreme say, and we saying Zion only had 11. Let me see. Hold on. Krispy Kreme, Zion had 2 turnovers tonight, brother. Krispy Kreme, he had 2 turnovers, and one of them was the last possession he had. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's saying I'm not saying the amount of he's saying, and we saying Zion only had 11 attempts, but we aren't counting the amount of times he drives to the basketball, I guess to the goal, and saying loses the ball. That happens every game. He had 2 turnovers. Like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. See, Breed's there, better coach before Zion to shoot more. Make or miss, we got to live with it. Yeah, I think if he shot 2 threes, that would help significantly. Not that he would make them, but that would help significantly. Cade also not one-dimensional. He can do everything in defense. Most importantly, you can trust him to close the game. Sadiq, the close we have. Baskerville Sniper, this is the point. Cade wasn't none of that before J.B. Bickerstaff. I showed y'all before. They was calling Cade a bust. They was saying Cade and Duren were bust. They were like, Cade Cunningham's a bust. Motherfucker, now somebody said this. I never agree with this. They were like, Cade Cunningham is one of the worst first number 1 picks. I was like, motherfucker, have you seen Bennett and some of these other guys? That's going too far. But nah, Cade wasn't nice like that when Cade had some injury problems, and Cade wasn't nice like that before Bickerstaff got. Cade was like, yeah, potential. But Cade wasn't nice like that. Like, I Googled it earlier for y'all to see. Like, let me show y'all again. And again, bro, this is how much coaching changes. And I'm not saying that, you know, he would fix everything, but let me see something. All right, hold up. All right, I just typed in Cade Cunningham bust. You got to be careful typing in shit like that, I must admit. All right, it's Cade Cunningham on bust watch. Cade Cunningham moving towards maybe not a bust. Cade Cunningham from bust to most improved player. Cade Cunningham is a bust. Cade Cunningham officially a bust. Uh, somebody saying look, and this is from a Pistons writer. Cade Cunningham is not a bust. Please stop. Where does Cade Cunningham sit on the dud scale? Cade or Paulo? I don't get that one. This is Kira. Will Cade Cunningham be a bust or at least someone? They was going a little far with that. I ain't gonna lie. They was going a little bit far personally. Let me see. So Trey was chasing the 3-point record. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, fuck. It was, maybe. Let me see. This remind me of when Russ would average more shots than KD at OKC. That's a recipe for losing. That's probably why KD left, honestly. Just Tweaker say times when you need Zion, Buck, he can't get past his man. Doesn't help when the defenders leave Messi and double Z. I think some of it has to do with the lineups and not having enough shooting. But I wish I could play. Well, fuck, I couldn't play the shit anyway. But you had 2 possessions in a row here. Where was it? It was at the end of regulation when Zion gets to the rim, gets fouled, and makes the free throws. That's what made it. I think it gave you the lead, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Hold on. Latest first. Yeah. This one Trey was just unconscious. Zion gets to the thing. 2-point. Gets to the rim, makes the free throws. 2-point game. B2 baby 92 says Zion would never shoot a mid-range shot, almost compared to Zion. See, I don't want to keep harping on the Zion thing because truthfully, a lot of the stuff this ain't true. Like, he shot like 5 mid-range shots versus the Hornets yesterday. Well, the other day. I think he only made one of them bitches. But he shot about 5 of them. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, that's why, like, with Zion, it's tough to really talk about certain things because it's like nah, he shoots middies. He don't shoot a lot of them bitches, but he shoots a couple a game. He don't shoot no threes, and that's my biggest problem. My biggest problem is he don't shoot no threes. And I can't really say he can't dribble because we just saw him cross a motherfucker up, double clutch dunk in the, was that the third quarter or the second earlier this game? Say, who's the closer? Can a coach change that? I don't know who the closer is right now, honestly. I think it's Sadiq Bey. Because that's typically, like, who they go to. You know what I'm saying? Chris McLean say, Chaz, they legit close on the lane. Nobody cutting. Lane just full of defenders. Refs don't call 3-second at all. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's like, I think maybe they don't call that because it's kind of like, you remember when the Seattle Seahawks used to commit pass interference on every possession? They like, well, fuck, they're not gonna call it all the time. I think it's kind of like that because you would have to call what's it called? You would have to call defensive 3 every possession. But here's the thing too. All right, let's say this. Let's say they pack. Let's just hypothetically speaking. Let's say they pack the paint every single time. Right? Let's say it's 1-on-4 every single time. Right? 1-on-4. Zion scored 20 points tonight. Right? Real 5 11, 20 points tonight. So it's like, there is, let's say there's one way to defend him. It ain't working. Like, the one way to defend him don't work. The problem is, and this is my opinion, when the Pelicans have the lead, they go away from what's working and they can't extend the lead. Because you know the other team coming back. Because the other team in their mind is like, all right, let's just keep this close. They're going to choke. This is who they are. Let's just keep the game close. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. But the Pelicans should have won that game. Tied game. Herb bounce pass on the inbound. Trey fumbles the ball. Oh, man. That was bad. This was bad. I ain't gonna lie. The possession before that, Trey drives. They cut Trey off on the drive. He kicks it to Jose. Jose misses a wide open corner 3. It was bad. It was bad. It's like so many of these things is like a play here, a play there. Like, you know what I'm saying? A play here, a play there. And that's the annoying part. Like, but again, you can't have, like, let's say DQ, he's a rookie, but your starting center can't give you 6 points. You know, Herb Jones, I think he scored, 5 points in the second half? I'm sorry, in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. He's starting at your point. Your point guard can't have 7 points. Like, and he can't be getting killed defensively all night. Like, Herb got killed defensively all night. Herb got killed defensively all night. Nah, Krispy Kreme not grub. Krispy Kreme actually trying to, you know, I disagree with him, but he making some points. I disagree with him. Grub just a fucking dickhead. Let's see here. I actually think other teams don't adjust for real until the fourth. The scout is that they just start getting physical and we give up. That's possibly it. But see, again, that's like, for example, when Zion hit 4 free throws, right? You're in the bonus. You in the bonus. You good. You in the bonus. You got the lead. You hit 4 free throws. I mean, you got the lead. You're in the bonus. It's a 1 possession game. Just give them the ball. Give them the fucking ball. Right? But of course, like, for example, this how you know. This how you know. Oh, you don't want to be Grub. Grub's a bitch. You don't want to be Grub, Krispy Kreme. Grub's a hoe. But just be you. Be yourself. Be you. You doing all right. Nobody built like you. You design yourself. Let me see. When the defense is a wall, you kick it. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is too, in this situation, and this where the lack of shooting comes in. Micah Peavy, and look, Micah Peavy was wide open. He had to take these shots. He had to. He was wide open in the right corner. 0 for 3. Carlo 1 for 3. Herb Jones 1 for 4. DQ 0 for 1. Zion don't shoot threes. Trey 12 threes. He did his job. Sadiq did his job from 3. Jeremiah Fizz did his job from 3. Fuck, even Jose did his job from 3. But it's too much money. It's too much money for this no production from behind the arc. Like, it's too much money. Can't do this. The Pelicans hit 24 threes. They won the 3-point battle by 3. So the threes is not. Oh, nah. I just think Grub a bitch. I would tell y'all why, but I don't feel like getting into it. I had promised Justin them I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I wasn't gonna tell y'all why. I mean, but anyway, I just think Grub a dick sucker. But that being the case, I don't mean no disrespect to the ladies in here. I apologize to the ladies. But yeah, you gotta win this game, son. You won the 3-point battle. You won the free throw battle. They only took 10 free throws. You lost, and you won the possession battle. You won damn near every battle. Now, look, this is where the Pelicans lost this game. In my opinion, this is where the Pelicans lost. Rebounding. Right? Check out the rebounding battle right here. If y'all can see this right here. Pelicans lost 44-50. Now, one might say that ain't that bad, Chaz. But a couple of those offensive boards that they gave up, directly led to threes when they were leading. So that's the issue right there, right? Let's say turnover battle. You won the turnover battle. You should have won this game. There's no excuse to lose this game. This is like a choke. This is a choke. This is a choke, honestly. Like, this is just a choke. This is just a choke. You say it's probably something to do with the Herb take. I don't know. I'm going to say this. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to be like, this man said, yeah, trade everybody. I'm trying to do his voice. Hold on. You got to trade everybody. You got to keep Herb. He's going to teach these guys how to win. Man, you shut your goofy ass. What's that name of that show? It wasn't, I think, was it called Married with Children? Was that the show when they had the talking bunny? It was an old school ass show. It used to come on TV Land. You don't shut your stupid ass up. This man talking about you got to keep Herb because Herb going to teach the guys how to win. He don't know how. How the fuck he going to teach somebody something he don't know? It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, let's stop it. The Pelicans won in every factor of the game. They won in every factor. Honestly, you can't really put it on one person, right? I do think Trey just got a little carried away. Trey just got a little carried away. And yeah, you're right, Baskerville. You're right. Trey just got a little carried away. And a few incidents in this game, he just got carried away. Trey just got a little carried away. Like, he played so well. He played so well. You can't blame it on him because he played so well. He just got a little carried away in certain moments. If he can refine that, he'll be okay. If he can refine that, he'll be fine. He just got to refine those moments. Now, here's another thing. And this is kind of nitpicking a little bit. Trey had 5 rebounds at halftime. He ended the game with 6. I don't like that. But he had 6 assists too. You know what I'm saying? He had 6 assists too. Maybe he was going for 50. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Trey got a little carried away, but he played great. This would have been a legacy game if they would have pulled it off. Because Trey, because imagine if you could just give him some of these opportunities again, like consistently. You know what I'm saying? And then that's another thing. At the end of the game, bro, with some of the possessions, we probably saw maybe 1 or 2 times that we saw that Zion and Trey action. Now, one time, that's when Zion and Trey, 2-man action. Trey drives. They cut off Trey. He kicks it to Jose. Now, that's the last time we saw it. That's my problem. That's the last time we saw the shit. But, damn, son. Oh, my God. Trey took some bad shots, dog. He took some bad shots. He took some bad shots, son. But, you live to fight another day. Tomorrow, the trade deadline. We gonna yo, I'm trying to understand. It's like a 2-on-1 fast break, cuz, and it's a 1-point game, 2-on-1 fast break, and you just pull up from like half court. Jesus. Shout out to Jane. He said the motherfuckers that know how to experience win is on the bench. You talking about Looney and Poole? Yeah, I think, man, you could have played Poole tonight because, and no knock to Herb, but man, Herb was getting killed tonight, dog. Defensively, Herb was getting killed, and offensively, Jesus. Like, look, all right, let's do the grades. Let's do the grades, and we're gonna get out of here. Saddiq Bey, I give Saddiq Bey a B. Probably a B minus, but a B. I give Zion a B. For the assists and the rebound and making the free throws. 10 of the 12 free throws, that's impressive. I give him a B, probably B plus. Derek Queen, I don't think Derek was bad though. He just was like ineffective. I don't think he was bad though. I give Derek a C plus. Trey, oh my God, I don't even know what to give Trey. I give Trey an A. I have to give him an A. I just gotta live with what happened at the end. We gotta go through like the ebbs and flows of, this. Again, you don't have, these dudes pretty much just learning how to drive on their own. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no guidance. They just trying to figure it out. So I give Trey, I'm still gonna give him an A. You know what? All right, I'm gonna give him a B plus. A B plus. I'll give him a B plus. A minus. I give him an A minus. Let's say A minus. A minus. Fears. I give Fears an A. I ain't gonna lie. I give Fears an A. Herb. I give Herb a. I give Herb an F. The reason I'm giving Herb an F because Herb got killed on defense all night. I give Herb an F. Carlo, D. Micah Peavy, F, I guess. Messi, I give him a D. Also, I don't think Messi played extremely well. I might give him a C. I think I gave Queen a C. I give him a C. Jose, I give Jose a B. Yeah, man. But, whew, tough. Very tough loss here. But you live to fight another day. Shout out to everybody who joined me, man. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. I appreciate Baskerville for pulling my coat. You right. Yeah, Louisiana Gale, that Herb extension, it just looked terrible. Like, and that's kind of the thing I was afraid of. Like, if you OKC, you can afford to do that. The Pelicans can't afford to do some shit like that. Like, the Pelicans can't afford to, like, if Herb was in OKC, Herb probably would be getting DNPs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Herb would have some nights, not all the time, of course, but Herb would have some nights where he just like, oh, he ain't got it. Like, you ain't gonna play tonight. You see what I'm saying? But here, he has to play. He's one of your top players, players. The problem that the Pelicans consistently have run into is you got Jordan Poole that you're not playing. That's $30 million going to waste. Kevon Looney not playing. That's 40. Well, I think Jordan Poole make 32. So Kevon Looney making 8. That's $42 million. Hawkins not playing. $46 million. DeJounte Murray not playing. $76 million. DeAndre Jordan not playing. $80 million. You got $80 million not playing. When you when you traded Brandon away, you traded Kelly Olynyk away, you let Najee walk. DeJounte is hurt. You have to replace the talent. You got to replenish the talent. And so far it's ugly. Joe Dumars them inherited a tough situation. Yeah, I would love for them to trade Murray tonight, to be honest. I hope they could trade Jordan Poole tonight. Because, like, you're not going to play him tonight. Like, you don't think Jordan Poole could have gave you 5 points? You don't think Jordan Poole could have went out there and gave you 5 points? Like, seriously? You wasn't playing no defense anyway. I don't know, son. It is what it is, though. Yo, man, I appreciate everybody for rocking with your boy. I'm about to dip out, man. Hopefully, something good happen tomorrow we can come talk about. If not, we still going to do our thing tomorrow. And we're going to discuss what did or what didn't happen for the trade deadline. But I'm Cheddar Chaz. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm out, cuz.